Welcome to the Samwelb B12 experience,
where we have you covered for all the NHL action, play-by-play, news, and more. Make sure to subscribe today.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Here we go. We are set and ready for some football. Welcome to the show. Welcome in. I guess I got to do a new intro. Got to add some CFL in there instead of just hockey as we're winding down. We're getting ready to switch gears. We are getting set. It is week 3 of the CFL, and we are good to go. Put me in, coach. We're ready to play. Welcome in, Jeff. I got to take off one of these gloves because I got to move my mouse. Welcome in, Jeff. Good to see you. Dean, what's up? Hey, you Triton, hello there. What's going on? Richard coming in. So, Sam, were you expecting a Stanley Cup Final Game 7? Richard, thank you so much. No, I was not, and I don't think many people were. I am shocked. We're going to talk about that real soon. But, Richard, thank you so much for coming in with that. Appreciate it. Brett, what's going on? Welcome in. Good to see you. Dean, what's up? James, hello there. Welcome in, Floyd. Victoria, hello. Carolyn, what's going on? Welcome in, the Gaming Boys. Feeling those jitters. Carolyn's getting nervous, and we love it. That's you got a lot riding on this one. Euresis, what's going on? Welcome in. Welcome to the show. Thanks for joining us. Thank you for being here. Gaming Boys, we told you once. I'm not going to tell you again. That's 2 strikes. Do not spam the chat. The next time we have to ask you, you will be banned. So that's twice now. But welcome in, B Disney. Good to see ya. Good for being here. Let's go. We got the Toronto Argonauts, the Edmonton Elks. It is going to be an absolute doozy. Are you ready for some foosball? This is going to be a good one. Now, they are in Toronto. We have had some inclement weather. It's been thundering on and off. It has been raining. We did take a look at the Canadian Football League weather protocol, and they will play as long as there are no lightning strikes within 25 kilometers of the stadium. We should be good to go. If lightning starts getting closer, they'll take a look and they'll make a decision on what to do. Now, the game is not official till halfway through the third quarter, so they got a lot to play until it becomes official. So we'll see if weather becomes a factor. Fishbone, what's going on? Welcome in. Good night, Munchie. Welcome in. Rayman, what's going on? Oh, Rayman, yes, it's been one of those where they had to switch the name. But, hey, it's okay. I don't mind the Elks. It's been a couple of years now. It still hasn't set in. It takes a little getting used to. Conservachev, what's going on? Yeah, thunderstorms in Toronto. It's been raining on and off here for the last several hours, getting those bands just whipping through. But this is going to be a good one. And we got two phenomenal starting quarterbacks coming at you. First, for the Elks, McLeod Bethel Thompson. Bethel Thompson, he's coming in. He's a big boy, 6'4", 236 pounds. He can really throw the ball. He's coming at you from San Francisco. Born in San Francisco, played at a Sacramento State. Bethel Thompson, he was signed by Edmonton not long ago. He's been playing in the CFL for 6 years, so he has the experience. For the Toronto Argonauts, it's going to be the youngster, Cameron Dukes. Cameron Dukes, he's coming at you at a Kentucky, played at Lindsey Wilson College. He is 6'1", 205, and he looked real good in the last game. So Cameron Dukes getting the start for the Argos. This is his second year. He signed as a free agent March 9th of 23, and we'll have to see how he's going to play. Now, right now, the sky shots look pretty clear over the stadium, but I hate to say it, it's a pretty dismal crowd. Because of this rain, because they're playing at BMO Field, it's an open roof stadium. So there is a whole lot of rain coming in. It's going to keep a lot of the people away, but we're not here for the crowd today. We are here for the players. And we will bring up, we got some stats and everything we're going to bring up on the far side of the board as this game gets going and those stats get populated. Those stats sure gave us a run for our money in the last game. But boy, oh boy, we're going to get it going. We got it all figured out. 6'4", 230. That is chunky. He's a big boy. We got a lot of big players. This Argos squad overcoming some injuries that they had to battle with in week one. Of course, they were off in week two, which gave them a chance to rest some of their players, allow them to kind of regroup, heal up, and make their way to start coming back. So it is going to be an interesting one tonight. Will that weather be a factor? And of course, will the Argos get the job done? They're the favorites. It's time for the kickoff. Here we go, Elks. Kicking off the ball. We are officially underway. The Argos going to receive this one. Going to start to move it back up the middle. Still on his feet. Cutting back the other way. Now they get taken down. So that's it. The ball game has officially begun. Here comes Dukes in to get things started off. In the last game, 21 for 27. He had a 77.8 percentage, 254 yards, threw for 3 TDs. He was an absolute beast in the last game, and we look forward to seeing what he can do here today. So they are just getting these quarterbacks moving in, getting them set up.
It was week one when they had their opener against the BC Lions, won that by 8 points coming off the bye.
All right, here we go. Duke's going to take it back. He's going to pitch this one up the middle. It's going to be a little run for the Argos. First down. They're going to hit that line. That's the way you start a ball game. A quick little toss over the middle, run it for a first. You got to get it started, and you got to keep the pressure going. All right, we're going to get these. We're going to work on getting these stats updated here for you as they start populating and coming in. There we go. There's one. Let's get the other one set, and then we will make these official. We got a call.
13 players in the formation. Toronto, 5-yard penalty.
The referee, Tom Valesi,
13 players in the formation. We got a penalty call.
Back after the first down pickup by
Well, that's one you don't see every day.
So they'll march that back. You mentioned Masai Polk.
So this going to come back.
Who's filling in for DeMonte Coxie last week, and this time in the slot for the injured Tavares Daniels. Here he is, number 15, the rookie out of Mississippi State.
Of course, I shouldn't have opened my mouth too soon. Our stats here still causing a little bit of a headache, but we're going to get that figured out here real quick.
Week 3 continues here in game 2 for Toronto. Pressure coming, and down goes Cameron Dukes.
Dukes gets taken down.
Coming in and picking up the
An early sack-a-lack.
to march the Argos much further back to their 16.
Noah Curtis.
Bear with me one moment.
Blocker to his left, but keep an eye here. Wheel routing up the sideline from Rashid Bailey. If they're able to get that protection, they've got a deep shot, deep opportunity there out of the gate.
2nd and 18 now. And nowhere close, just across the 20 now on that, so they'll be punting. That was to Kadeem Carey, and Elliott Brown in on the tackle. So the Argo offense stalls by penalty and by sack.
All right, there we go. Now we got it set up. We're ready to go. Got our stats popping up here. We'll be able to follow along with the play. Argos going to punt this away. Not able to get much going here in the early moments.
The leading single-season punt returner in Argonaut history, and one of the best.
Jax, welcome in. Thank you for joining us. Victoria, hello. Jade, hello there. Argo's going to punt this one away. Gets a good kickoff all the way down to the Elks 35. And here comes the run. The Elks going to drive this right up the middle all the way to the 50, going sky high over the top of the pile. And a nice little run back here, giving the Elks some nice field position. So they're going to go to commercial break. Bethel Thompson going to come in to take over this run. The first set of downs for the Elks. Cameron Dukes going 2 for 2 on that first drive. Total of 14 yards. McMahon and Kadeem Carey getting in, running the ball. Kadeem Carey had a massive game the first time out. He played really, really well. So we'll look to see what they can do. Not a great start, though. Not a great start. Oilers or Panthers on Monday. Jade, I actually have no idea. No idea which way that is going to go. It is going to be a tough game. It's going to be a great game, but it is going to be a tough game to predict because there's just so much that's going to go on. And we look forward to it. And I hope you will join us. I hope you'll come and join us Monday night for Game 7. It's going to be an absolute beaut. All right, trying to get some of these organized. There we go. By the way, if you're coming in, make sure you do hit that like button. Hit that like button for us. And hit that subscribe. We are just 5 subscribers away from hitting 23,700. So thank you all so much. Carolyn, it's funny. I made that comment earlier, and I realized I actually didn't have a way of getting in touch with you. So I commented on one of your earlier comments with my email address. If you wouldn't mind sending me a note, and then I can respond. But it dawned on me that I actually didn't have a way. Panthers lost all their momentum and going back. Listen, wouldn't that be something for Edmonton? Wouldn't that be something for Edmonton if they can pull this one off? That would be absolutely huge. Zachary, how's it going? Welcome in. Thank you for joining us. There we go. It certainly didn't take us as long to get things organized here tonight, but we are rocking and rolling. They're just coming off. The Elks going to get their first possession of this ball game. Let's see how they can turn it around. In the first game, Bethel Thompson, well, actually the first 2 weeks, not able to get much going. Let's see what they can do here. Going to take the ball at the Argos 50. Going to go over the top. First pass is complete, but stopped at the line of scrimmage and forced back. Nice pickup there by Johnson and Sopik. Void, how's it going? Welcome in. The pressure is on the Oilers now, so it'll be hard. I think Panthers will be coming out much better. It's going to be very interesting. Oh, man, Void, if it goes to overtime, that would be outstanding. That would be very, very cool if they were to go to OT.
Primarily the boundary side. Pretty good three-headed monster for Edmonton with Gittins and Dylan Mitchell.
Triton getting that little shimmy going. Getting that shimmy going. Here we go. Bethel Thompson back. Takes a snap. He's in trouble. He's going to rush out of the pocket. Going down. And a nice catch here. That's going to be a first down, Edmonton. Great pickup. I got to move this over. All right. I just realized some of our stats were getting a little cut off, so we'll try and adjust here. Ooh, I don't think I can make it longer.
Gino Lewis working back towards the line of scrimmage to help his quarterback. Spot the ball at the Argo 34. First possession.
All right, we'll work on that. Here we go. Here's the snap back. They're going to run it. Coming to up the middle. Picking about 4 yards here. Nice little run. So 2 for 2, 15 yards throwing for Bethel Thompson. Brown going to run that one again. Picks up 4 yards. Mr. Dodge, hello there. Welcome in.
Play out on the edge. Marquise Waters gets the start at the weak side linebacker in place of Jonathan.
And you know what? Let me just do this now. Give me 1 second.
Started the season opener for them, but on the corner, you have Leonard Johnson. You'll see a lot of Gino Lewis today.
Do that. Here's a long pass going touchdown, and it's caught. Touchdown, Edmonton. Oh, boy. Edmonton going deep. They're going to strike first. Whoa, my goodness. In motion, Thompson fakes the handoff, pitches it, going downfield to the left side. Turnaround and a nice catch here by Dylan Mitchell. Dylan Mitchell had to kind of turn back around to come back and make that catch. That was a beauty play. Mitchell, 6'1", 190 pounds. Playing at Oregon, born Memphis, Tennessee. Makes a nice turn back and a grab, and the extra point is up, and it's good. So that's going to be the first lead of the game. The Elks going up. Wow, did not see that one coming. The Elks with a 7-0 lead out of the gate. My goodness. Ben, how's it going? Welcome in. B. Disney, welcome in. Got to get those Argos back and going. Marky Do, how's it going? Looking forward to Game 7. Absolutely. It's going to be a good one. Curtis Joseph, welcome in. No Panthers jersey on Monday. Oh, I don't know. We'll see, Curtis. We'll see. Dave, how's it going? Welcome in. Only one, maybe 2 cities in Canada could pull off an NFL team. Toronto, Vancouver, Buffalo, and Seattle would not be happy. Yeah, listen, I'd love to see the NFL coming, but as long as the CFL is here, I can't see the NFL coming in as well. My grandpa took me only the Argos game. We stopped at Panthers on the way. Absolutely, Onyx. Absolutely. That's awesome. Going to the Argos games is so much fun. If you're in the Toronto area and you've never been down to an Argos game, they are a blast. BMO Field has a whole different personality than they played when they played at Rogers Center. So very, very different style of game. But they're a lot of fun. They're an absolute blast. Of course, you get everybody with the cowbells, ringing the cowbells along, their chants that go along. It's a great experience down there. So if you are in the Toronto area, you must check it out. Absolutely. But this is surprising. This is a very surprising start. The Elks striking first. Bethel Thompson just feeling that mojo. And he's just flying right now. Goes 3 for 3, 45 yards on that scoring play. on that scoring drive, it was an absolute doozy. So good for them. The Argos, they got to bring this one back. All right, we're going to see if we can make an adjustment here on my side. There we go. That's much better. This is going to be kicked off. The Argos going to receive back at their own 10. They're going to bring this one up. And Duke's going to need to move this one. He's going to have to haul. They're going to have to make some good plays, some good passes. He has the mojo. Dukes can absolutely do it. He is a great young quarterback. He can throw this ball. He can really command this team. But we'll see how they now respond after not a good first set of downs. Here we go. Back in the shotgun position, going to take the snap, going to hand it off. They're going to run this up the middle, picking up about 4 yards or so.
First down play up against this Edmonton Elks defense.
So they got to continue to drive here. They got to get the running ball. That's one of the things that played really well for the Argos against the BC Lions is they had the running game going, and it worked well. So they were able to run, then get a nice toss in because the running game does open up your receivers. It changes how the defense has to play. Stepping up, second down, 2nd and 6. Snap back. Duke's looking downfield. He's being chased. Another sack-a-lack-a-lack. But we got a flag on the play. Davis, how's it going? Welcome in. Flag on the play. Onyx, I went down, if you remember, when the Buffalo Bills did their series in Toronto. Major foul.
Edmonton, 15-yard penalty, automatic first down.
15-yard penalty. So they got the horse collar tackle wrapped around, pulled down. So roughing the passer with the horse collar tackle, that's going to get the Argos a first down and move them up 15 yards. Big Rickster, what's going on? Welcome in. Monday, Big Rickster, Monday is going to be that game. It is going to be awesome. But to finish that thought, I went to the Bills-Colts game, one of the games they played at Rogers Center, and I'll tell you, I know it was a preseason game, but I was not overly impressed. I find the CFL is a much faster, much more exciting game. Chandler in the house. What's going on, Chandler? Gordon's going big on the Panthers. Nice. I'll have to see. I'll have to decide what I want to do. So take a peek at that one and have the flag picked up. So interesting. So the command center reviews it and they overturn it. So the command center reviews it and says no horse collar tackle. They call it back. It's now going to be 3rd and 16. The Argos are going to have to punt this one away. Noah's Ark, hello there. So it is officially going to be 3rd down. Not great communication there on the field. So they're going to pull the Argos offense off the field. The punt team is going to come on, and they're going to kick this one away. So horse collar, it's grabbing the play. Yeah, kind of grabbing them, around the neck and pulling them down. It's an extension of the roughing the passer play. It's a specific call, but it can be called on anybody, really. So here comes the punt team. The punt team is when you're out of downs and you want to kick it away, you're punting it away. Very similar to the NFL. Except in the CFL, there's no fair catch rule. You do have to give about a 5-yard circle around the player receiving, but there's no fair catch. They're going to run this one back to the Elks 53-ish, and the Elks up 7-0. They're going to get another chance from decent field position to strike again. So not a great start here for the Argos. The Elks taking advantage where they can because these Argos are favored big time tonight. Argos need some guys that can block. Blocking is definitely key. they got some decent players, but yeah, he needs a little bit of time. Two possessions, 2 sacks. That is not going to help the cause. Of course, Elliott Brown with a sack and Noah Curtis, both defensive linemen, picking up a sack. Elliott Brown, the only lineman with 2 tackles as well to go along with that. So they're playing really good, that Elks defensive line. Nikki, how's it going? Welcome in. You're in USA. Ooh, I don't have an answer for you, my friend. You're more than welcome to hang out with us while we bring the action, but I don't know, other than up here in Canada, we watch it on TSN. Well, welcome in. Thanks for stopping by. Did I see somebody else sneaking? Tailgate parties sound like the most fun. Yeah, Onyx, I agree with you there. Probably are. Beverly, how's it going? Welcome in. They got to get there. It's tough. When they wrap you up, you got to get that one off. CBS Sports Channel. Thank you, Carolyn. There you go. CBS Sports in the U.S. should be able to get you covered there. If you can find the game, hang out with us, chat along, and, of course, watch it as well. A little 2-screen technology. The rain starting to come down again. We'll see. Will that hold off? It has kept a lot of people away from this game, especially with the thunder and lightning in the area. 8 minutes to go here in the first. Let's see what Bethel Thompson can do. He's going to fake the handoff, throw this up, picking up a good 5 yards here. Nice pass. He's got the mojo going. 4 for 4 to start, picking up 50 yards. Thompson real strong. Why 1 p.m. the fans can't. Yeah, when you get there real early, Curtis. I will give credit. You talk about tailgating. I don't know if it's like this at all NHL arenas, but I know outside the Amarant Arena in Florida, they got some serious tailgates going on before Panther games. You know it's going to be lively on Monday. Here they go again. This time pass is going to be incomplete. Oh, Carolyn, you are very welcome. Thank you for being here. So the attempt to hit Lewis, Bethel Thompson's going to miss that one. That's going to be an incomplete pass. Little slap of the hands to show some frustration. It was there. On the replay, it was there. Just couldn't extend and pick it up. 3rd and 4 at the Toronto 52. The Elks are going to punt this one away. Let's see if Toronto can get a little bit of good running going on. When you see what a lightning strike can do, I'd sooner watch it on the telly. Absolutely, Richard. Richard, it sounds like you have a story there. The clock is ticking down. Clock actually expires. They're going to punt this one off. Received at the Toronto 12. They're going to cut this back up the middle. Nice little run. The 30, almost to the 40. A nice little run after the punt reception. And we have some decent field position here. So Bethel Thompson did spend a little bit of time in Toronto. A lot of guys in the CFL, they kind of bounce back and forth. So a lot of guys knowing each other, returning to Toronto. Always nice when players have a chance to go around and play for a variety of different teams. Now let's see how the line can do. Can they create some space here? Let Cameron Dukes work. Dukes is back. Here we go. Motion starts. Fakes the handoff. Duke's going to come across. Nice toss to the line of scrimmage. Argos going to keep running. Oh, to the first down line. No, they're going to say he stepped out of bounds. Carey with a nice little run there. Picked it up at the line of scrimmage, running it up. Not going to get that first down. So it's going to be 2nd and a couple. 2nd and 1. So a nice shot. Carey kind of made a little bit of a stutter step, and he kind of held up. He could have driven that one a little bit further, but he had to decide left or right. Coach, how's it going? Welcome in. If you are coming in, make sure you're booping that thumbs up for us. 2nd one, Argo's going to bring it back. Now they're going to hand it over. They're going to run it up, driving over the line of scrimmage. First down, Argos. The Argos going to drive that one over. Carey really doing a nice job running that one up and over. In week 1, he had 20 carries for 105 yards and scoring a touchdown. We'll have to see what he can do here today. Can he continue that type of pace? When you get Carey going and he becomes a big threat, defense focus on him, and it really does open up your receivers. There's going to be a handoff again. Going to run up. Nice little stutter step and a hop going with the stiff arm. And he's taken down. Nice run there. Close again. So it's going to be 2nd and 2 just about. But Dukes has not hit a receiver yet in today's game. The only tosses he's thrown have been to his running backs. One to McMahon, one to Carey. So right now they're driving the play with these backs, looking to open up the receivers. So a nice run here. Going to be 2nd and 2. Let's see if they pound this up the middle again. And they do. The handoff coming through. Great run here by Carey. He's going for a 1st and more. Just inside the 45. Nice run there. Picking up about 13 yards. Excellent play here. Carey feeling that mojo. 4 carries, 26 yards now. So he is really, really going.
Starting to roll. Love the play calling, right? A couple of sacks of Cameron Dukes early. Get the run game going.
Here we go.
Rush of that D-line.
Another handoff. Here comes the big hole. Argos running it, cutting inside the 10. Touchdown, Argos! The Argos taking it to the house. Touchdown, McMahon. 44 yards. He makes a great move to stay in bounds. Prep, how's it going? Welcome in. A big run across the field to the sideline. Has to kind of stutter step to stay in bounds. Cuts back towards the middle, tying this game up. Coach, he is not Cameron Dukes getting the start today for the Argos. Chad Kelly not getting the start. All right, here's the extra point. The Argos missed this last time. The kick is up, and this time it is going to be good. So we are all squared away, tied up at 7s. What a start. What a first quarter, back and forth. They're going to go to commercial break. Excellent, excellent run. That is exactly what we hoped to see the Argos. Why haven't they updated the scoreboard yet? I hate when they're slow updating it. Gals in Ontario, what's going on? Let's make the CFL popular again. That's right. I feel like this channel is going to bring a few hundred new fans. We do what we can. We certainly do what we can. We are big fans of the Canadian Football League. Of course, I have some personal ties to the Toronto Argonauts. We've talked about that in the past. Stefan, how's it going? Welcome in. Saying we should make a deal with the Blue Jays and get a whole section of the 500s. Onyx, that would be so much fun, but I'll be honest. The Blue Jays this year, they're kind of frightening me. They are frightening me a lot. Didn't both teams miss? That's right, Richard. Yeah, week 1, both teams missed the extra point off their first touchdowns. It was crazy. Thank you, Carolyn. Chad Kelly is out for 9 games or so. So that is going to be huge. Good night, Munchie. Unfortunately, we got some plans tomorrow. I won't be able to stream, but that's going to be an interesting game. Caitlin Clark certainly getting roughed around a little bit. Not getting the respect of the league that she deserves. All right, they're just coming back from commercial break. We're waiting for the scoreboard to update. It's sure taking its sweet time. But the Argos have officially tied it up. We are tied at 7s. Of course, great run by McMahon. 44 yards to the house. That was awesome. Real good. If you're just coming in, welcome to the show. Welcome to the game. Thank you for being here. Give us a like, hit that thumbs up, and of course, hit that subscribe. All right, here we go. It is time. How are the Elks going to respond? Still haven't updated it. Here's a kick all the way back. They drop it. They're going to run this up to the 30-yard line, and that's going to be stopped. So the Elks going to have it about the 31, depending on where they spot this ball. So the Argos a nice kick and a nice stop. So they're going to hold this one back. Finally, the Elks going to have to work to get some good field position. The first couple possessions for the Argos were not great. They gave the Elks decent field position, but they were able to force them back. So let's see, how is Bethel Thompson going to respond? Bethel Thompson is a solid quarterback, but you cannot win with one player alone. You need it to be a team effort. Here we go. Going to throw wide, a diving catch. Can't come up with it at about the 43. That's going to be incomplete. It looks like our scoreboard here is frozen. Try and get this kick started. But it is 7-7. We are tied up here. Caitlin had her Wilson Banter put up only. Is Michael Jordan, yeah. It's unfortunate what she's going through. Here we go again. 3 minutes left on the clock. We're going to get the 3-minute warning coming up here. Here's the snap. Thompson coming back. He's going to throw again. Nice catch. Going to run for a first down. And just a couple extra yards. So decent catch, a nice throw. Going to give the Elks a first. Just around midfield. There we go. Finally, the scoreboard updated. Thank you, Captain Scoreboard. So nice job defense spreading out wide for the Argos. But you saw Bethel Thompson went over here to Malaya once. They go again. Coverage was a little slow coming across. Here we go off the snap. They're going to run this up the middle. A little takedown. 2:32. And now the clock is going to run. The Elks is going to run this clock down. They're going to continue to march down the field. The Argos really getting it done. Best Argo quarterback of the last 20 years, I would say. Doug Flutie way back, Damon Allen. Flutie for sure. I mean, those Doug Flutie, Paul Mazzotti, Pinball Clemens, I mean, those years, those Argo years were phenomenal. I mean, the Damon Allen years were pretty darn good as well. Off the drop back, here's the throw coming across. It's a good catch. And another first down. It's going to be at the Argos 51-ish. The Elk look like full-grown bull. Yeah, those Damon Allen years were great. Of course, Damon Allen setting all kinds of records. He had a good team to work with as well. Some great backs, some great linemen, some great receivers. Those were some pretty good years. Off the drop back again, they're going to go wide. Bethel Thompson going to throw this up. A nice catch here by Smith. Had to extend and go down. Couldn't pick up the first down. Theo Sam Eagle, what's going on? Welcome in. Absolutely, and thank you so much. We love our CFL. Got to represent. So they're coming through right now. The Elks, a nice possession. Driving this one downfield. 2nd and 3. Less than a minute to go here in quarter number 1. They got to hurry up. They just get the ball off in time. They're going to go deep again. Long, deep pass, wide open. Great catch. Down to the 5-yard line. Bethel Thompson going way downtown. And a phenomenal catch. Mitchell going to haul this one in. 39 yards. kind of shakes off blown coverage. He gets wide open.
Like he was able to
Wow.
elbows underneath this one on the landing.
Just a phenomenal play. A great little shimmy to bust open, and Franklin Benji, the D-back, kind of missed his coverage there, letting Mitchell get way by him. Now here we go, first and goal from the Toronto 6. They're going to go to the back corner of the end zone. Touchdown!
And Edmonton answers right back. Driving down for the second touchdown.
Wow.
Game for McLeod Bethel Thompson.
The Elks scored 2 in the first quarter. Unbelievable.
Over the defender.
The Elks putting up 2 TDs in 1 quarter to start this game was not on my bingo card for today. I hate that saying so much.
First touchdown of the
But unbelievable. Lewis going to haul this one in.
Thompson is 9 for 11 for
A nice catch, deep corner of the end zone.
The quarter comes to an end.
Devin plays 79 yards in 3.5 minutes. The extra point is now good. And the Elks,
Lead for the Edmonton
much
Elks.
like the Oilers,
Touchdowns on the board.
get their lead back and are going to hang on to it as the first quarter comes to an end.
First, Dylan.
Wow. I'm shocked. Shocked. Caught off guard. Do it one more time. I feel a video of you playing bingo. Oh, Triton, I tell you, I hate that saying so much, but I had to get it out there. Said this last time, but the CFL game seems a hell of a lot faster. Richard, it certainly is a lot faster. The plays move a lot faster, but it's a very different style of game. And I think part of the reason it seems like it goes a lot faster is we play with 3 downs instead of 4 downs. So really, you got 2 shots to get a first down. And if you don't, then you have to decide, is it close enough to try and, sneak it up the middle, or do you kick it away? And that makes a big difference. When you play 4-down ball like the NFL, when you got 3 shots to go 10 yards, it definitely slows the game down. But 2 shots, listen, time ticks. The time of each quarter to 15 minutes ticks down at 15 minutes. But just seeing the ball switch and the possessions switch and the drives for first downs as quick as they happen, it feels like the game is that much faster. And that's one of the good things we absolutely love about the Canadian Football League. It is a lot of fun. Again, players aren't as big as the NFL players. They're a little bit smaller, a little bit lighter. But we do get a lot of players coming from the NFL or guys that couldn't crack an NFL team coming up to play here in the Canadian Football League, which makes it exciting as well. E2, what's going on? Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Welcome in. Sometimes you blink and the ball is gone. Yeah, it really happens that fast. CFL field is wider. That's right. It's wider and longer. So it really opens up the play. Jen, how's it going? Welcome in. When you have that longer, wider field, it allows you to kind of spread that field and open up, creating bigger pockets. So it is really, really exciting. But it's also extremely strategic, as you would imagine. Football is football when it comes to the X's and O's. And you really have to be strategic in how you're kind of organizing your offensive attack. And let's face it, the NFL loves slower game, more commercials. Absolutely, Curtis. And the Canadian Football League players earn a whole lot less, phenomenally less money than the NFL players. All right, here's the reception. The Argos going to start to work it back. Going to cut the other way. The 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45 to the 50. Still in there. There is a high tackle, but a great run back. A great run back by the Argos, going to give them decent field position. There's our partner channel, the Bear Shark. Yeah, we got to get some Argo redeems. I've been on the hunt. I've been trying to find some good ones, but we're going to get one in there. Thought it looked longer. Is at 120 yards instead of 100. 110. 110? 120?
The selection process or the recruitment.
My math isn't mathing.
Putting these teams together.
Yeah, it was quite an effort. Started long before I jumped on board, but identification camps across the country,
110 yards.
all the skills and drills, the
Yeah,
physical
so
stuff
10
that
yards
the normal
longer.
football guys would go through. Coach Craney and his staff, would look at the talent.
Here's the ball, going to run this one again. Back to the line of scrimmage and more. The Argos up over. Nice run, picking up the first down. So CFL is 110 yards by 65 yards. So it's 65 yards wide. The NFL field is 53 1/3 yards wide. So quite a big difference. 10 and a half or so, 12 and a half yards wider plus 10 yards longer. So does make a big difference. Here we go, going to run it back again. It's going to be handed off. The Argos up the middle. Over the line of scrimmage. Going to pick up about 4. So nice job putting the ball on the pavement. Raymond, how's it going? Although it's not really pavement, but handing that ball off, running it, getting this running game going. Again, we talked about how the running game is key to opening up that passing game. The D-line hasn't been giving Dukes enough time to really sit back in that pocket to make a good throw. So what has he done? He's gone and adjusted, and he's been running it. Kadeem Carey with 5 carries. McMahon with that 1 big carry. Now going to snap this back. Looking for the pass. Going to come up the middle. This one is caught for a first down. Good job here by Dukes. He had to get rid of that one quick because, again, the rush was coming in on him. The end zones are bigger. Plus, the uprights are at the front of the end zone. Right? They're about a yard or two in the front of the end zone as opposed to the back like the NFL. They're going to run this one again, just a pickup of 2 yards or so. So what you do see if you watch, some CFL blooper videos, guys cutting across and they'll actually run into the uprights. And it's knocked out a few players over the years.
That's always the challenge when you've got
So that it's a kind of a work hazard, if you will.
So many eyes on so many kids, but I think we've done a really good job identifying the top 100 tackle players.
All right, I just noticed the scoreboard keeps getting stuck. They haven't updated it yet. Wow. Really slow scoreboard. Flag on the play. Argo's going to throw this one off. It's going to be brought down. So let's see what the flag is going to be on the play. What's this call going to be?
Niles Morgan had that one sniffed out all the way.
And the microphone doesn't work. So it's going to be an offside, repeat second down.
It's against the Elks. Marcus Lewis.
It's going to become 2nd and 3.
You look right up at the top of the screen.
So offside call.
On the corner. It's lined up a little too far forward.
So that flag was thrown almost immediately. So 12 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Again, the scoreboard. My gosh, somebody's sleeping at the button. Argo's getting ready to snap. Here goes the motion. Kicking it back. They're going to flick this one over. Going to run this from way back. Going to dive over the pile. Flying through. This will be an Argo first down. Risky play, but going high over the top. Carey again says, I'm not going under you, I'm going over you. Diving across, his leg got caught. He kind of spins around in the air, but he travels enough distance. 1st and 10, they're down to the Edmonton 21. The Argos looking to continue to drive. A lot of pointing going on. Everyone's picking up their men. There goes the motion. Snap. Dukes is back. Here comes the offense. He's going way down into the end zone. It's caught. This should be a touchdown. Argos.
Toronto touchdown number 2 for Rashid Bailey from Cameron Dukes.
Dukes going way downtown with that one. They did, Richard. They did have that bye week last week.
On this play is he's got a defender.
What a great toss. Dukes unloaded this one right as the pocket was closing, and a beautiful catch here. Bailey wheeling this one in. The Elks got an arm in there, but not enough to strip the ball away. Great catch. Here comes the extra. 21-yard catch. The kick is up, and this is good. We're all squared away. Back and forth, exciting game yet again. The Argos bringing it back to tie it, and what a celebration. He does the Superman pull open the shirt. Great celly there. That's the one thing we still love about the Canadian Football League is, hey, they can have some fun. Some of the cellies after the touchdowns, some of them are a little crazy, but they are so much fun. I love that. The little rip open the suit jacket. Nice little celly here. Great job, Argos. That's what makes this game so exciting. Phenomenal. Saw the little pickle up there earlier. That was great. Lucas, how's it going? Welcome in. Now, of course, for those who don't know, if you were living under a rock, we are also bringing you all the NFL, all the NHL coverage. Game 7 of the Stanley Cup Final is going on Monday night, 8 o'clock. We will be there. Well, not there. We'll be here, being there, bringing you all the game action. So make sure you join us and have some fun Monday as the NHL season comes to a close on ice. But that means all the off-ice stuff is just getting started. You know, we're going to have a whole bunch of fun doing that. All right, but we got a good game. Through a quarter and a bit, we're all tied up at 2s. Again, I am surprised. The Elks are putting on a good show here today. The Argos were favored by a lot to pull this one out, and the Elks just not backing away. Bethel Thompson, 9 for 11 so far, 127 yards, 2 touchdowns. His longest was 39. Cameron Dukes has gone 6 for 6, 69 yards thrown for 1 TD. But it's been all rushing for the Argos. McMahon had the long 44-yard run for the other TD. And Kadeem Carey, 7 carries for 35 yards. He's been playing in all the important situations. But this was a nice toss right to the back of the end zone. Just awesome. Argo magic.
Right there.
Touchdown number 2 is an Argo for the former Winnipeg Blue
Just coming back from commercial break. Let's go.
1-yarder.
Hope the rest of this game can be at this pace.
Kicking off from the 30.
Here's the kick. Looks like some of the stands are starting to fill in now, and they're going to touch it. They're going to bobble it. The Elks picking it up inside their own end zone. They're going to run this out. The Argos coming in with a big tackle, taking them down around the Edmonton 7-yard line. Fingers crossed, everyone, for my beloved Scotland, who play tomorrow in the Euro Championships. And a win takes us into the last 16. You play Hungary. Oh, Scotland, Richard, Scotland should have that. If I'm picking between Scotland and Hungary, I'm taking Scotland all day long. In fairness, I know nothing about football, about that kind of football. So a nice pickup. Let's go. Argos defense coming on this field. Can they hold the Elks deep in their own zone? Putting it across, tackle. Again, nowhere to go at the Edmonton 9. A great tackle here. Second down. Strong defense. Dukes is underrated this year. I think the Argos will have a winning record in the. Oh, I agree. Listen, I was super impressed with Dukes in the first game, and he's playing really well here today. The 2 sacks, not his fault. Nothing he could do about it. But he's moving the ball nicely. Some good play call. Here we go. Second down. Again, it's back. Here comes the pressure. It's a long throw. That's going to be nowhere. And that's going to be incomplete. So 3rd and 10. The Elks, gonna have to kick this one away. Great job by the Argos defense. So they are going to receive this ball in tremendous field position. Unbelievable. That's what happens. You get a couple big stops. The Argos will probably get this ball when all is said and done around the Eskimo 40. The Eskimo. See, I did it again. How many times today are we going to do that? Around the Elks 40. They're kicking it away from the 9. There's the snap. It's going to be kicked from the goal line. Yeah, real good hang time. Holy moly. All the way back to the Argos. The Argos 45. They're going to drive up to the Argos 50. A tremendous punt is going to put the Argos back about their own 49. That surprised me. What a great kick. That helps the Elks out a lot. Puts the Argos at their own 49-yard line, almost up to midfield. The Argos going to get a great chance. Just say Eskimos. Elkimos. Oh, prep. Oh, that's really funny. These name changes, I mean, I understand the intent, but the history of these franchises. Anyways, not going to get into it, but I'm sure a lot of folks feel the same way. Elkimos, that is too funny. I take it they are the Elks for the same reason. Yeah, Richard, yes. Exactly. But listen, this is a good team. The thing I love about the CFL is any year, any team can be a surprise. And we've seen it time and time again. You'll think a team is going to run the table. They'll get into the playoffs, and then they kind of get knocked down. Anything can happen in this league because it's such a small group. You know, what are we, 9 teams, I believe, in total? Anything can happen, and that's what makes it super exciting. Super like the Leafs. Oh, Triton. It wouldn't be a stream without a Leaf comment. But that's okay. That is okay. The Leafs have a lot of work to do. That's going to, of course, get started. And, well, they've already started, really, but we're going to see some big Leaf announcements coming up over the next week or so. All right, back from commercial break. Let's go. Let's see how this is going.
Defense is on the field now. Argo football, they start at their 14.
Andrew, how's it going? Welcome in. Bringing this one around. Here's the handoff. It's a fake pass. Nice handoff. Driving it all the way. That's going to pick up 8, I think, here by Carey. Carey doing a nice job marching this one up. Andrew, it's been a great game. Back and forth. Good movement. You know, at first, I wasn't sure if they were going to be able to mix up the Elks defense, but Duke's some good play calling. Of course, with the coaching staff, found a way to ignite the running game, and that has opened up for some passing. So, great running. Carey with 46 yards, McMahon with 44 yards. Another run. They're going to try and pound this one for the first down. It's going to be pushed across, so this should be an Argo first down. They're continuing this drive, continuing to work this all the way downfield. You know, Carey has been super impressive, and we talked about that in game 1 as well. He's looking like he's going to continue this impressive pace. But they do have to mix it up as this season goes on. If Carey's going to carry most of the runs, the defense will adapt to him. They will adjust, so they'll have to get McMahon some more touches. Here they go again. Carey's going to run it up, and that time he only picks up 2. Going to win by 2 touchdowns or more. They certainly have the capability of doing so. But Bethel Thompson will not be counted out. He is a phenomenal quarterback.
Niles Morgan,
He is a
the only
very good quarterback
veteran
himself.
in that linebacking core. A defense that had 39 sacks last year. The players responsible for 30 of those 39 are no longer Edmonton Elks.
Eric Black inserted with the injury to Romeo McKnight.
Off the line of scrimmage, throwing across the middle. Argo's going to cut it over right at the first down line.
Who looks like he was hurt
And there's some
on the play.
serious discomfort here.
Enough for a first down, but you could tell immediately as he was taken down. Niles Morgan in on
So
the
this isn't
tackle, and it looks like
Morgan with a
Brissett
hard
is down
tackle
on the
here. The Argo player is down.
Dejon Brissett,
That's Brissett, number 18.
former second overall pick.
6 foot 195 pounds, takes a hard hit cutting across the middle, kind of out at the legs.
Extended a little bit on the tackle.
Born in Mississauga, Ontario, played out of Virginia.
Morgan high, and Anderson getting him low, and they are looking.
So he's kind of being worked on. He's been with the Argos for the last several seasons.
Back at BMO Field in a moment.
His biggest was last year, as they're going to commercial break, was last year. He played in 18 games, had 38 receptions, 594 yards was his biggest season ever, picking up 5 TDs. So he's still down. He's going to be getting worked on. I did good on my track meet today. I did 100, 200 standing, long jump, shot put, javelin. Nice, Andrew. That's awesome. I used to do 100 and triple jump were my 2 track events that I love to participate in back in the day. So we'll have to see if hopefully he is okay as they're going to get him off the field. But talking about Kickoff Carey's been with the Argos. This is his first year with the Argos. He spent most of his CFL career with Calgary. His biggest year was in 2022, where he picked up over 1,000 yards, 1,088 to be exact, 10 touchdowns. His longest was 40. His average was 6'6". So he was huge for Calgary in that year. In 2021, he played in 13 games and had 869 yards and the same amount of carries, 164 carries. So he's looking to do good things for the Argos this year. They're running him a lot. We're going to have to see how that plays out. His mate, his running back mate that he's with, and up there showing now the injured Argo players making his way off the field. But when we talk about his running mate, McMahon, McMahon is 5'9", 185 pounds. He is also, he's a second-year player, second year with the Toronto Argonauts. He only played in 7 games last year, picking up 134 yards. We'll have to see what he can do this year. They're going to bring this one back. A flag is thrown. The Argos going to get taken down. Nothing doing here. Let's see what this flag is going to be. Road Warrior, welcome in.
Edmonton right end. 5-yard penalty. Remains first down.
Offside Edmonton. All right, so remains first down.
And as we've
See Elliott Brown.
So first down here, the Argos going to maintain possession. It's going to be, they have it listed as 1st and 5 at the Edmonton 35.
I believe that one was against the rookie Antonio.
So the Argos going to continue the drive here, going with 6 minutes left in the second quarter. The Argos really have been in control for about 6 or 7 minutes. Going to hand it off and run it up the middle. Doesn't get to the first down marker, getting forced back, and another flag is down.
Earlier in this game on the ground for Toronto.
What is this additional flag going to be?
10-yard penalty. Repeat first.
But that time,
10-yard penalty. So it's going to move the Argos back. It's going to be repeat first down. 1st and 15. So 1st and 15 puts them back to the Edmonton 45.
And this time, 15 yards to go.
So a lot of movement. Again, welcome in if you're just joining us. Thank you for coming in. Make sure you're hitting that thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed yet, hit that subscribe. We're 4 subs away from our next milestone. Here comes Dukes. He's going to be passing. Everybody's in motion. Pass across the middle. They're going to pick up 5 here. So a nice quick shot.
Second down and 10 coming up. That's Mackay Polk. Mentioned the rookie receiver.
So a nice job here. Duke's going to chip away at it. It's going to be 2nd and 9. It's going to be a lot more reasonable. He was smart. Didn't go for a long pass at first. Didn't try to force it. Saw the option that was available. Went across the middle. And picking it up. Polk with the catch. The slot back for the Argos. Now we got 2nd and 9. Pass going to come back again. Going to be throwing it. Going way deep. Wasn't expecting this. And that is way going to be away from his target. A little too much there from Dukes. 3rd and 9 at the Edmonton 39. So are they going to...
But we do have a challenge flag coming out here from the Argos.
Argos are going to challenge. What do we got?
Ryan Dinwiddie. Something he saw.
Toronto is challenging that there was defensive pass interference on the play. We'll review the play.
All right, going for the defensive pass interference challenge. Usually, if they're throwing a challenge flag as fast as they did here, usually they've spotted it, and they're pretty good.
Originally, I thought there were maybe cross signals on this one, but
so let's see. Was there pass interference?
Is looking for Mackay Polk, expecting him to break to the post. Polk tries to go that way and is impeded by the defender. And
yeah, I mean,
I think you're seeing the challenge flag.
I would say that's pass interference. So let's see what the review is going to come up. I think the Argos have a good case.
Receiver, but not the intended one as they.
Oh, Andrew, no worries, my friend.
And a big challenge too here on
it's all good.
9. There's a live look. Dave Foxcroft and the command centers, they take a look at that.
So they're reviewing this one in the command center.
That coverage.
They got a lot of monitors there in there. We're going to see what this call is going to be. If this goes the Argos' way, it's going to give them phenomenal position. So there's definitely a case to be made here, in my opinion.
Full speed, you can see clearly.
So they're really taking a long look at this one.
Command center's seen it, and they've
all right.
made the decision.
What's the call going to be?
By the referee, Tom Valesi.
After review from the command center, we have defensive pass interference, Edmonton number 16.
It is.
At the 18-yard line, automatic first down.
Automatic first down brings the Argos to the 18-yard line. Pass interference is a big one. That's right, Carolyn. Letting them throw the ball. So this coming all the way down, the Argos going to have a great chance. 1st and 10.
Immediately turn and kind of signal to the sideline, looking for the challenges.
Now I would come right away. I would call a throwing play here.
Up with the defender.
Ryan Dinwiddie had lost his previous 9 challenges, so successful there.
Gets it, Andrew. My Wi-Fi is fine.
And a 1st and 10.
My internet's all good. Here's the draw. This coming back around. Argos up over the line. They run it. I would have thrown it, but they run it down to the 10.
Running back in his 2nd year, and a good pickup on first down, 2nd and short here.
And there was a lot of talk in Argo land about Deontay McMahon when the team.
So a nice run coming right up.
But obviously,
I would have gone for the throw.
at that position, tough to get.
They're going to run it again, trying to pound this one. They do get it over for another Argo first down. Can't wait for Monday night. Couldn't ask for anything more. Game 7. Yeah, good night, Munchie. It is going to be a doozy on Monday night. It is going to be so exciting. So exciting. Tyson, how's it going? Welcome in. Let's see if they can bring this one home. Take it to the house. 14-14. We're at 1st and goal from the Edmonton 7.
Especially at playoff time, and Andrew Harris is healthy again, and they got AJ Olette.
Trying to get things set. Here's the snap. They're going to rush this one right up the middle and in for a touchdown. Dukes is going to take it to the house. Argos.
Put 6 more on the board
That is huge. Putting it up on the board. The Argos take the lead right now. Dukes taking it off the snap.
Get a pretty good look.
Sees the hole.
And the opportunity
He looks it off and
Cameron
says,
Dukes
I can go left or I can go right.
executed.
Two options for Dukes. He takes that one right through, rushing it in.
Touched into the end zone.
The Argos looking to put one more up on the board. Here comes that extra kick. And it is good. 21-14. The Argos take the lead. Now our scoreboard is so slow. It will update eventually, but it is so slow. The Argos take the lead as we're closing down at the end of the first half. Great run for Cameron Dukes. Good play calling. 7 yards for the TD, running it in, the little basketball celebration, pulling the little shot,
As they take the lead here late in
and of course a
half.
little shimmy dance as well. Duke's getting in with the little shimmy. Absolutely phenomenal. I love that they got secret handshakes with every player. All the little combinations, it's crazy, absolutely crazy. But Duke's running it in, that's what we like to see. 21-14, 3:23 remaining on the clock. The Argos going to take the lead. They're going to kick this one off. Can the Elks strike back as the second quarter is on its way out? Going to drive this one up the middle. Good run back. The Elks still going. Still on their feet. Now taken down. Getting that shimmy going. Getting those shimmy working. Again, welcoming everybody. If you're just coming in, make sure you boot that thumbs up for us. 3:13 to go. Bethel Thompson back out. Looking to drive this one through. Oh, I can't get over how slow this scoreboard is to update. So at the Edmonton 47, they got just over half the field to go. Snapping it back, they're going to start running it up the middle, and a good run it is. Going to run it up to almost the Argo 50. So a great run. It's going to be first down, Elks. All right, Andrew, take care. Yoko, how's it going? Welcome in. Well, Monday Night Hockey, outperform Monday Night Football. I got to tell you, I personally think, Yoko, this Monday Night Hockey game, at least in Canada, I don't know about the States, but I think this is going to be one of the biggest rated hockey games of all time. Scoreboard guy partied too hard, right? But I think Monday night is going to be one of the most watched hockey games of all time. It is going to be incredible. It's going to be absolutely incredible. And I can't wait. I cannot wait. It is going to be an absolute blast. And the best part is, for me, I'm happy whoever wins. If the Oilers can win the first Canadian Stanley Cup in the Gary Bettman era, I'm stoked. If my Florida Panthers win the Stanley Cup, win their first ever Stanley Cup, I'm happy. So for me, this is the best case scenario. We are going to win either way, and I can't wait. It's what we've been waiting for. Last time I watched this 2 days before a hockey game, the Cats won, so I hope it works again. Void is looking for all the stats. What did you do the day before the game? You got to follow the same routine. You got to make sure you're at Tim Hortons at the same time to pick up your drink. Although, depending on where you are, you may not have a Tim Hortons. You got to eat at the same restaurants. You got to wear the same underwear. You got to put the shoes on, the right one and then the left one. You got to follow your trends. I didn't, Andrew. I'll be honest. I could care less about the NBA right now. The Toronto Raptors were so bad, I stopped watching the NBA like halfway through the season. I think the All-Star game, no joke, was probably the last NBA game I watched. Jonathan, how's it going? Welcome in. I see Sam trying to redeem his passport. Back from being a Panthers fan, yeah. All right, they're going to play this one up. It's going to be stopped, second down coming up for Edmonton. They still haven't updated our scoreboard. Jonathan, I'm just happy either way. It doesn't take much to make this guy a happy guy. And there we go. Thank you, scoreboard, for coming through. See, the scoreboard makes me happy. Eleanor, hello there. Good to see you. I hope you're doing well. Second and 11, the Toronto 52. They're going to throw this one to the line of scrimmage. Defense can't get the tackle. They're going to run it up, picking up about 6. So a nice run here. The Elks making a move. Not enough, though. It's not going to be a first down. 3rd and 4. So this might be a little long for a field goal attempt. Are they going to try and move this? 2:19 to go. Let's see what the call is going to be from Edmonton.
Primary kick returner here in Toronto, Janari and Grant, both getting some touches on offense as well.
So the Elks bringing the squad out on the field. In the Toronto 45, they're going to punt this one away.
So it is a 3rd down and about 4 to go, and the ball around the 45. But Jake Julian out talked about.
So do they fake it? Wouldn't that be something?
Not chancing the field goal try here. Julian on to.
Here's the snap.
2:09 on the clock until halftime.
And they are indeed going to punt it. No fake. Argos going back, but this is through the end zone.
The Elks would have preferred something a little bit inside.
So that's going to roll out through the end zone. The Argos will get some decent field position here with a couple of minutes left to go in the first half. We are in the 3-minute warning. 2:40 officially on the clock. But it's been a great half. A lot of scoring. A lot of scoring. So the Elks do pick up 1 point. So in the CFL, if you kick it through the end zone or out the side of the end zone, you do pick up a single point. So the Elks will move up to 15 on the scoreboard.
You see the respect they're being given when they show up in their teams.
Here we go. Duke's back behind the ball. Everybody in motion. Flag on the play right away. Duke's going to throw this across. The Argos going to pick up a first down and going to keep running it. Carey going to keep going. Everybody kind of stopped. There was a feeling this could be coming back. Is the flag going to be on the Argos? Let's see what the call is going to be. Hello?
Ball comes back.
Anybody?
Line of scrimmage where they'll march it
Here
off.
we go.
Toronto number 81, 5-yard penalty, repeat first down.
So procedure on Toronto, they're going to move back 5 yards. And they're going to do it again. So it's going to be 1st and 15 now down to the Toronto 35. Going to look to work this one across.
Get a little bit more of an opportunity here.
So let's see what Dukes can do. 1st and 15. He's got an arm. He can throw. And he is. He's going to come back. He's going to throw this short little pass up over the line of scrimmage. Again, picking up about 7 or 8. So going to be halfway through. We saw the Argos do this on their last 1st and 15. Going to take half now and try and do the same thing here on 2nd down. So good calling. 1:40 to go. Clock is running. 2nd and 7 from the Toronto 43. Let's go Dukes. That's right. Let's see what he can pull out. You're going to snap this one back. Dukes is looking lots of time. He's going to really unleash this one, but it's thrown over. It's intercepted. But Edmonton drops the ball. Dukes giving a smack to the head. He overthrew his intended target right into the arms of the Edmonton defender.
You'll see him coming across the middle, right to left.
He had him. He had him wide open, just got too much under that one.
Sliding in, trying to make the grab.
Edmonton made the catch, but they dropped it. So this should be an incomplete pass.
And that was the first incompletion in this game for
And it is. It's going to be an incomplete pass, so it's not an interception.
So to punt is John Haggerty.
So with 1:17 to go, the Argos have to punt this one away.
Which is a significant stat for punters, and that's
They are set.
3 in one game.
There's the snap back.
An idea.
Oh, it was so close to being blocked. This is a great kick. Going to bounce just to the 2-yard line. And here comes a nice run. The Elks moving it up to the 30. Still going. And now they run out of bounds. And I think we got a flag in the backfield here. We do flag on the play.
Is this one coming back? Another
With 1:02 to go. Is this a roughing the kicker? What happened here?
It's been interesting to watch some of the strategy employed by Argos special teams coordinator Mickey Donovan against
A lot of penalties here to finish off the first half.
Don't let him catch it in the air, as that's when he's most dangerous.
During the return, illegal block. Edmonton number 38. Captains to the goal. First down.
So an illegal block on Edmonton after the reception, half the distance to the goal. So they're going to bring this all the way back.
frustrating it can be for a returner, especially as you say, when it
And a
ends up-
great return is negated here by the penalty due to an illegal block.
The ball, not necessarily a ton of hang time, but drives it to get it on the ground before Leak can get to that place on the field. But that backspin that keeps it from going into the end zone.
Here we go, Edmonton going to snap the ball from their own end zone. They're going to throw this one up. And it's going to be a
there for Curly Gittens.
incomplete pass.
Catch earlier in this half, but under a minute to go. 59 seconds now. And
So we're under a minute to go. Again, 2nd and 10. Can the Argos hold here? Can they do it again? Keep them deep within their own zone. And give Argos tremendous field position for the last 30, 40 seconds of this half.
Field position is
They do have that lead, 21-15.
part of the battle.
The 15 came from a single when it was kicked through the Argos end zone.
after 2.
So here comes Edmonton. Here's the snap back in their own zone. Argos pressing. Long passes coming out. It's caught. First down, Edmonton. So the Argos cannot contain.
The catch.
So a nice play here. And again,
Connection there
it
between
is
a couple
going to
of
be Mayala
Thompson and Mayala.
who comes up with a nice catch. He comes up the middle, cuts to his left, running towards the sideline. Bethel Thompson going to hit him there
Putting up points before the end of the half.
for enough for the first down. 2 receptions, total of 30 yards. His longest being 18.
Kevin Brown.
Off the draw, they're just going to run this one up the middle.
Seconds on the clock. Another 2nd and long coming up here for the Elks,
So let's see what the Elks are going to do here.
who had a 13
Not gonna be enough to run out the clock.
Saskatchewan and couldn't hang on. 21
2nd and 9
by the Riders.
from their own 21.
Win that one by 8. And
Brian, how's it going? Welcome in.
with Montreal.
Hope you're having a great night. Hope everyone had a good day today, good Saturday.
Yep. Close doesn't count.
Edmonton setting it up. Now the snap. Going to draw this one back and a shade away as the pocket closes. But there's a sakalaka-laka-laka.
Flag comes out.
And another flag.
Ralph Hawley inserted into the Argo lineup with the injury to Falarin Arimolade.
Illegal contact. Toronto number 19.
Oh,
10-yard penalty. Result will be a first down.
Toronto with the illegal contact. That's going to move it up 10. It's going to be a 1st and 10 now.
At linebacker,
A great
he's gonna
sack
adjust out
gets negated
on the
by a
boundary
penalty.
side to take that
The
number 2
penalty's
receiver.
starting to add up here just a little bit,
And he took a little too
and
much
it's
of
too much. 35 seconds to go. The Elks very quietly moving downfield. Going to throw this one across.
And that is caught.
Going to pick up 6.
Right down on that
2nd down. It should be 2nd and about 4.
to go until halftime. Second
They are moving. They are coming across.
Edmonton chipping away, moving the ball, but time is their enemy in this instance. The clock ticks below 30.
Elks trailing by 6. 22.
Here's a snap. Going to throw it across. Another great catch.
Another Argo up across the 50.
The Elks coming up, making some catches. They're making some noise. They got 19 seconds to go.
That's more the kind of chunk yardage you'd expect them to go after in this situation.
They are moving.
12 seconds. Deeper ball.
Here's the snap. They're going way downtown and oh, so close to being caught. So close. And it's dropped.
Deep in the Argo zone. 6 seconds.
Wow.
Boris Beatty's career high is 56 yards. But
The Elks trying to bring it all in one long pass.
And Dylan Mitchell again, bottom of the screen.
Mitchell almost had that. He turned around. It was in the fingers.
Sort of the subtle
And you know what they say? If it's in the fingers, you got to bring it down. 6 seconds left on the clock. 2nd and 10 from the Edmonton 51. You got to believe they're going deep again. Gonna snap it. Coming back. Waiting. They're going deep, but not that deep. It's picked up. Tackled with 1 second on the clock. So they will have, with 0 time left on the clock, they will have one more play.
Game clock to 1 second.
So they're going to set it to 1 second. So in the CFL, if there is time on the clock, you are allowed to snap that last play. So with no time left on the clock, they will get an opportunity. One more play for the Elks.
They should have held him up.
If he'd held him up, yeah, then we'd be talking halftime.
From the Toronto 44.
The wind is, I guess, the wind down there is really playing havoc. If you're wondering why Beatty is staying on the sideline.
There's a snap. They're going to come, waiting lots of time, and the Argos collapse, and they come up with a sack. Excellent defensive play. Sack for the Argos to finish the first half. Argos in the lead, 21-15. Wow. Phenomenal. Let's go to the halftime. We got a special guest. And let me do a little refresh here. I'm going to bring in our special guest in just a moment. Of course, this is all right. I will do this little shuffle, and then I will bring in our special guest. Thought I could do this really quick on the fly, but it's never quick on the fly. So bear with me. It was a great half, a lot of scoring. Click here, click here. We got to bring this back. Scroll down. There we go. Bring this back over here. Boom. You guys can't see what I was doing, but I was moving some stuff around. All right, let's bring in our special guest of the evening, AAU Triton with the Go Argos. Go Argos. What's going on, buddy? How are you?
Not bad.
That's good. He's even wearing the Toronto shirt. Of course, it's Toronto Argos shirt, right? Yeah.
No, I'm in mourning for the Leafs.
And mourning for the Leafs. Bringing out the Leaf shirt. Various artists welcome in. Do you think the Elks can win? I'll be honest, they have a long road ahead of them. The Argos are a better team, but anything can happen. Look at Jonathan. Jonathan's wasting no time. He's coming in and says, I want to hit somebody with a pie. He's trying.
He's trying.
But no success. So this is our good friend AAU Triton. You see him in the chat a lot of the time. And of course, Triton is a good friend of the channel. So we brought him in to talk some foosball. Not really. We just brought him in to talk and have some fun. So sounds like a pretty good game.
It does. I'm really glad because I'm rooting for the Argos because of Carolyn that's in the chat. Her son's the quarterback, so I figured, okay, I'm going to pick a team tonight. Because usually I just pick whatever team you don't root for.
Yep, absolutely. No surprise. AAU Triton likes to cheer
Argos,
against me.
that comeback in the second period.
Yeah, they did a great job.
Second quarter.
Yeah, I think Bethel Thompson, the quarterback for Edmonton, is a good quarterback. He is. I mean, he's no Connor McDavid, but he is a good quarterback at his position, and he's going to have to drive the offense to try and bring it back. Toronto did a really good job. Toronto played solid football. It was a little shaky, right? The first 2 possessions weren't able to get anything done, but Duke's settling down. He goes 9 for 10, 92 total yards, 1 throwing touchdown. Excuse me. But Duke's also has 1 carry for 7 yards rushing and a rushing TD. So he's mixing it up, getting in there, of course, utilizing his backs a lot as well. Ka'Deem Carey takes the ball 10 times, runs for 47 yards, but McMahon, he takes 3 carries, his longest, 44 yards, rushing into the house for a touchdown as well. So a shaky start, but Duke's using his backs, getting the rushing game going, opened up the receivers. They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 receiving players, which is a lot. 6 picked up for the Elks. So what they're doing, they've used 5 backs or 5 wide receivers and 2 running backs to get in the play. Usually you do see your running backs getting some carries, but not most of the load. Ka'Deem Carey, who's been running the ball most of the time, has 2 receptions in this game. Brissett also has 2 receptions. He's a wide receiver. Everybody else only has 1. On the flip side, for the Elks, Dylan Mitchell, the wide receiver, has 5 receptions for 84 yards. Eugene Lewis has 3 receptions. They're both wide receivers. Malaya, who we've talked about, another wide receiver with 2 receptions. Gittins Jr., 3 receptions. So they're spreading the ball around to all their receivers for multiple touches, where the Argos, primarily, it's been the Ka'Deem Carey show between, his multiple receiving catches and his running game. Ka'Deem Carey just pounding that ball all over the place. CA, how's it going? How are the Eskimos supposed to end up in the standings this year? CA, I don't think they're favored to be a spectacular team. I think they're going to have a tough time. BC, I think, is going to end up top in the West. Saskatchewan will be just below them. Edmonton, I think, is going to be towards the bottom of the barrel. But hey, with their quarterback, with Bethel Thompson, anything is possible. Sorry, Triton, I cut you off there.
That's all right. I was waiting. So, being CFL, that's Canadian Football League, how do you know who to root for? You're a Canadian.
So, the good thing in the Canadian Football League is it really, I don't want to say it's by territory, but the way the teams are spread out, you don't have the same that you have in a lot of other sports where, you could be born in this city, but you're a fan of a team in another city. You get that a little bit, but most of the time, like if you're in Toronto, you're going for the Argonauts. You get some people who are in Toronto and maybe they're going to go for the BC Lions, but really you're rooting for the city that you're closest to. Now, Toronto, really Ontario, is a little different in the fact Ontario has 3 teams. Ottawa, in the capital, has a team. Hamilton has a team. And Toronto. And for those that don't know kind of the geography of it, hey, Charlie, Toronto and Hamilton are about 40 minutes from each other. Super, super close. Right down the QEW. So they are very close. It is a big time rivalry. And it can be a vicious rivalry. So Toronto and Hamilton, a huge rivalry, of course. Edmonton and Calgary, we know the rivalry in hockey. They also have a Canadian Football League rivalry with the Edmonton Elks and, of course, the Calgary Stampeders. So there's a big rivalry out there as well. A couple other teams, not as big rivalry. Winnipeg with a team, BC with a team, of course, Montreal as well. But really, it's the region you're in is kind of the team that you follow along. Of course,
so I assume you're going for the Argos.
Yeah, I mean, you have the freedom of choosing where you would like to go. The Argos are a good choice.
Well, what do what do you think? I mean, Edmonton's putting up a good fight too tonight, though. So, where do you think this game's going to go in the second half?
So I think they will definitely continue to press. They are going to push. I think they've done a really good job overall. The Argos really kind of setting it up and continuing to press forward. I wouldn't be surprised if the Argos extend the lead even more because they're just such a strong team. I'm trying to look up the CFL, the Canadian Football League, did expand into the U.S. And I believe it was it 95? Is this the correct year? I want to confirm that this is correct. And yes, the Baltimore Stallions. This is how things kind of went back in 95. It was Baltimore Stallions, the Baltimore franchise, led by quarterback Tracy Ham, running back Mike Pringle. These are names of guys that eventually played really well. Baltimore, when they came into the league, they steamrolled everybody. They dominated. There was also
something, Sam?
Yeah.
Somebody's gotten used to your voice that when he hears your voice, he has to come up over and be on the camera.
Hello, Chandler. Baltimore actually came in and they faced the Calgary Stampeders in the 95 Grey Cup.
Let's go!
And won, right? So they bring in these U.S. teams. I think there was Shreveport, San Antonio, Memphis, and Birmingham as well. And it was a little experiment they did, but Baltimore dominated and they won. And I mean, it was pretty crazy to think here's the Canadian Football League. They expand into the U.S. and the U.S. team just took it by storm. They won the Grey Cup 37-20, the first and only American team to take the championship. The 95 Stallions team, they were absolutely incredible. They were considered one of the best teams of all time.
Okay, well, no offense against Canadian sports team at all, and I mean all due respect to any sports player. But now, when they expanded into the U.S., were they like some of our NFL players that are bigger and larger and,
No, so they still, I mean, a lot of those players ended up playing for other Canadian Football League teams as well. So it was a very well put together group. Now, all the U.S. teams didn't have that same success. This Baltimore team was something very special. Mike Pringle went on as a running back to be an unbelievable football player in the Canadian Football League. Tracy Ham, of course, a great quarterback. And it's something we see over the years. Quarterbacks in the Canadian Football League, good quarterbacks, can be hard to come by, right? They kind of come and go. It's very rare that you see every team has a very good quarterback. And they certainly, when you bring them in, you bring them in young, it takes a while to develop them. And then often, and unfortunately, it's like this in sports across the board today, there isn't that same loyalty, right? So when their contract is up, wherever the money is, that's where they're going to go. Thank you so much, Fishing Fun, for hitting that subscribe. Appreciate it. Of course, welcome in to the channel.
Well,
if you're just coming along, joining us at halftime, make sure you do hit that thumbs up.
But I wanted to word that right because I don't want to take anything away from the Canadian sports players because playing any sports is not easy, especially
for sure
as a professional at all. But I just was wondering if it was like some of our NFL players that might have been bigger than the CFL players usually are,
Yeah, one of the stories I like to fall back on, and when I was spending my time with the Toronto Argonauts back in the day, I was there for a very interesting period of time. Do you remember the NFL running back Ricky Williams? Played on the Miami Dolphins for forever. So Ricky Williams, hey JP, Ricky Williams went through a little bit of an incident, shall we say, where he was caught doing something with a substance that he shouldn't have been doing, that a lot of players do. And he was suspended for a year from the NFL. So he actually came up. Toronto signed him to a 1-year deal. And Ricky Williams, one of the great NFL running backs, came to play for the Argonauts. First of all, Ricky Williams was a phenomenal person. Onyx, it was a little of the, it wasn't of that variety. It was a more of the, how do we say, I don't know how to say it. trying to be family friendly. Let's just say it was a little of the Mary Jane variety. And, as rumor has it, of course. And so Ricky Williams was an unbelievable person, super friendly, super nice, absolutely incredible human being. And, he came up, he played for the team, and unfortunately, he actually broke his leg earlier on. Back then, the Argos were playing at the Rogers Center. They were playing on the hard, kind of artificial turf, and he missed a lot of the time. But one of the things when asked, what he felt the big difference between the NFL game and the CFL game, outside of the rule changes, is he talked about as a running back, when a play is called, the play is designed for the defensive line to create pockets and expose holes in that line. And when a play is called for a certain running back to take the ball and they open up that hole in the line, the back knows the hole is going to be there to drive through it. They said in the CFL, with all the motion and movement, that when a play is called, a hole might be there, but it's only there for a heartbeat. And if you miss it, you have to be quick enough to adapt and know your surroundings and where to go. So he said that part of the game and the speed of the game was very, very different. Everybody expected Ricky Williams to come to the Canadian Football League and just steamroll everybody, run over everybody, rush like crazy. And it just didn't happen that way. It was super exciting. It was a lot of fun to see, an elite running back from the NFL come to the Canadian game, but didn't have the success that a lot of people, I think, expected.
So yeah, I mean, I remember you saying that the other night that that hole isn't there really in the CFL like it is the NFL.
Yeah, there's a lot of things that are in motion, a lot of things that are moving, and it takes getting used to. We do get a lot of American players that are coming down, whether it's, out of college, they don't make the NFL, or they're a practice roster player and they want to come down and see if they can become more of a star here. It is a very different game, and they'll all tell you it takes getting used to. I think, with The Rock and his story and The Rock becoming so popular and having his show, The Young Rock, he has really kind of highlighted the CFL in recent days, and I think getting some more eyes on the game. But of course, The Rock getting a chance in Calgary, and he never made the team, right? Couldn't make the team and ended up moving on from there.
Okay,
but
you're talking about a different
cool.
Rock than I'm thinking.
I'm talking about, do you smell what The Rock is cooking, The Rock?
Oh, you are? That is who you, okay.
Yeah, so Various would be shocked if the Elks won. Yes, I would. I would be shocked. I think the Argos are going to come out and have a big second half
here.
The
Rock played football?
He did. So he was with, was it Florida State, I think? And then he kind of was hoping to get picked up and move to the NFL, and it didn't kind of happen the way he wanted. So he came up north. Wally Buono brought him up, and he had a run and couldn't get through. We will continue this, my friend, but the second half is just getting started. Thank you for joining us. This is our good friend AAU Triton. Make sure you check out his channel as well on YouTube for all kinds of video game fun and technology stuff. So thank you, Triton. Appreciate it so much.
Thank you for having me.
All right. Here we go, back to the game. We got a penalty to start this game. Start this half, I should say.
Here's a look at the first half we were talking about with McLeod Bethel-Thompson.
Yeah, a couple really good throws from him, and particularly those.
And of course, our stats regroup. There we go. Thank you. Thank you, Statman, for coming back up. Dan, what's going on? Welcome in. Welcome to a great football game.
Got after Benji Franklin a couple times.
All right, Beverly, good night. Take care. He did start in football, didn't he? Launched the turtleneck photo. Yeah. Gotta love that turtleneck photo. This coming through. It's going to be running. The Argos trying to strip the ball. Can't do it. The Elks with the ball down. Going to be second down. Rock certainly helped out those folks in Hawaii. Hey, he's trying to do what he can. Tough position for him to be in. That's for sure. All right, so the second half of football is just underway. Hopefully this will be as exciting as it was in the first. It was a great first half. Here we go, 2nd and 5. Bethel-Thompson back with it. He's going to throw this up the middle. It's deflected, and it's incomplete. Absolutely, Prep. Absolutely he was. And he is extremely entertaining. I'll be honest, when he made his return to wrestling leading up to WrestleMania, wasn't overly excited with this run. I thought he forced it, where back in the day it seemed to be a lot more a natural progression. But man, anything he does comes out entertaining. So it's going to be 3rd and 5 now. They're going to kick this one away. That's down at the Edmonton 25. The Argos will come away with some decent field position. Yeah, Carolyn, it was such a good first half. Love these games. Love to see lots of points on the board. Tooth Fairy movie wasn't great. That is true, Prep. That is true. Wasn't real good. What was the other one? I forget the name of it, where he was a big-time football player and he found out he had a daughter. Forget the name of it. We got a challenge here on the play. We'll see what this challenge is going to be. Of course, he did have some really good movies. Walking Tall was awesome.
Chris Jones.
And his latest stuff has been great. I have no fingernails. So a long conversation going on here with the Elks coach.
So Edmonton is looking for pass interference.
So Edmonton, you just heard him say they are looking for pass interference. See on the replay. So there's definitely some contact. Nice little shoulder check here. But it's hard to tell. So they are going to pick up the challenge flag. They're not going to challenge it. It looked like some incidental contact. It's hard to tell.
Ruling on that call, basically negating what would have been.
And it's 2-2, yeah.
Pass interference against Toronto.
The game plan, that's what I'm thinking of. The game plan. That was a fun movie. There you go, Prep. Same Z's. So they're going to kick this one away. No challenge as they picked up the challenge flag. Now they're going to snap this one back. Argos should pick up some good position. This is going to be right at the Argo 38. They're going to run it up across the 40 to the 45. Can't get up to the 50. They're going to be taken down. So this will be on the Argos half of the field. Duke's going to make his way out here for the second half to get it going. Of course, like I said, he was 9 for 10, 92 yards. One throwing touchdown, one rushing touchdown as he picked up 7 yards on that rush as well. Took him a couple of downs to settle in, but again, the youngster playing very, very well.
One of the most important measures for Cameron Dukes at this time is
So the wind seems to be picking up here in Toronto. The rain has held off, which is nice.
He has 9 completions to 7 different receivers.
So, Prep, I do have a Kirstie Alley story. I got to know Kirstie Alley, actually, when she was in town filming the movie It Takes Two quite a long, long time ago with Kirstie Alley, Steve Guttenberg, and the Olsen twins. Did have a chance to spend some time with Kirstie Alley then. She was awesome. I'll have to tell you sometime the stories, but yeah, she was great.
Wondered if his head hit the turf hard there is how it looked. Though they
The Argos player is shaking up on the play. He's down on one knee on the field talking to the trainers.
In the history of the Canadian Football League, had so many explosive
Hopefully he's
plays.
all right. His head kind of bounced pretty hard off the turf.
Winnipeg Blue Bombers, including one of the Grey Cup against the Argos a couple
Put
of
up your
years
dukes.
ago, back at BMO, right after
That is funny. Triton. I'm good. I'll pass. They're going to go to commercial break here while the injured Argo field is going to make his way. The injured Argo player is going to make his way off the field. Trust me, you don't want to see this in a 2-2. That is so funny. You guys cracked me up. Yeah, Onyx, it was pretty crazy. I'll have to share the stories at some time. She was awesome. Steve Guttenberg was phenomenal. Such a good guy. Dale, how's it going? Welcome in. I always loved It Takes Two. But for Richard Purpore is probably my favorite. Her and Tim Allen living. Yeah, that was pretty good too, Prep. That was pretty good too. I'll take the rain here. Almost 100 with full humidity. Wow. Road Warriors, that is wild. It's been raining here for the last couple of days. We had serious, serious rain. I had a crush on the Olsen twins when I was a kid. Yeah, you and a whole lot of people in that same boat, Onyx. I will share the stories one day. We'll have story time. I wanted to be an Olsen twin when I was a kid. Crap, that's awesome. That is funny. All right, we're coming back. Hopefully that injured player is okay. You hate to see, some of these guys, they're so big and they're hitting so hard. You really do not like to see when they kind of get knocked down like that, hit their head hard on the field, still kind of dazed on the side of the bench. They're working with them. They're bringing the medical tent over, so they're going to do a little. That's not a good sign. The medical tent coming up, surrounding the player on the Argo bench. They're going to make sure that he's doing all right. The Duke's back into it. Let's see what the Argos can do. Off the snap, going to throw this across over the line of scrimmage. Going to pick up about 6, 7, depending on where they spot this. So it'll be second and a few. That's right. We had crazy hot weather here all week, and we've had some pretty good storms, some pretty good rain, a little bit of thunder. Wasn't as bad as they anticipated it being. Scarlet Witch, Elizabeth. She's okay. Something about her, though. I can't put my finger on it. Just can't put my finger on it. Mark, how's it going? Welcome in. Off the draw, Duke's gonna fake it. He's still running with it. Everybody bit. Everybody kind of went to the runner except for one Elk, and it was Brown. Brown was chasing him down. He had no chance but to throw it away. Nice fake. He almost got away with it.
Supplies the pressure, does a good job staying at home.
I thought he had him, but Brown doing a great job sticking with Dukes. And he's going to throw that one away. One of my favorite jokes is I dated the Olsen twins before they were famous. Now, aren't they like huge moguls in the fashion world? Gazillionaires. The Argo's going to punt this one away. Nice kick. Sending it down. Going to pick up at the Elks 8. Going to turn and run this one back. Getting some space. Now taken down. The crowd's starting to fill out here at BMO Field in Toronto. With the rain coming up to start the game, it was a very, very sparse crowd, but they they've started to come in. They've started to show up. They're starting to make a little bit of noise. And it's been a pretty decent game so far, which is nice to see. Nice to see a nice start. Again, Dukes, if you missed the beginning of the game, was a little slow to get going. A couple 2-and-outs, but then settled right down, moved the ball using his backs. Kickoff Carey, of course, instrumental in kind of changing of the tides. And then the rest has been history. It's raining here a lot in Tokyo. CA, does it traditionally rain a lot in Tokyo? Or is it abnormal for this time of year? I'm always curious what it's like in some other places, weather-wise. You know, it's Vancouver is. Oh, it does. Okay, Vancouver is so different from Toronto. When we were cooking in the heat all week, out west. You know, it was very cold actually. So just different all over the place. Prep. This is being played in Toronto. So BMO Fields, downtown Toronto, CNE. Of course, big news for Toronto people, huge news actually. If you didn't hear, the Ontario Science Centre has officially shut its doors, and it's not that they wanted to. The government doing a review saying the roof of the Science Centre is in really poor shape, and there is risk of a potential collapse, and so they've shut the doors. The Science Centre now officially closed until it moves to its new home at the old Ontario Place location. So big news in the world of Toronto buildings. It is falling apart, but it was great there. I love that Science Centre. A lot of memories when I was younger with my kids. But it is moving to Ontario Place. And here's a nice throw from Bethel Thompson. Bringing it across to Leak, and he's going to get the first down, Edmonton. I thought you had Marner news. No news on Marner. Just Science Centre news. Haven't been there in 25 years. Prep. It really hasn't changed. It really hasn't changed that much. They did make there were some new exhibits, and, you know, it was a lot of fun being there. I quite enjoyed it. We hadn't been there in the last couple of years because of all the construction in and around the Eglinton area by the Science Centre, but it was a lot of fun. It's going to be thrown around in the backfield. Edmonton's going to pick it up. They're going to lose a couple of yards here, so it's going to be second and about 12. So they did say they're going to have some pop-up locations. They're going to try and bring some of the exhibits to people, but we're not going to have our full Science Centre experience until it does reopen in Ontario Place, which I think is about 3 or 4 years away. At least that's what it's anticipated to be. It's very unfortunate. So it's only going to be second and 11. So Bethel Thompson, he's going to look to move this one across. Here's the snap back. Going to take a look. Going to throw this across the middle. Argos almost intercepted it twice. The first attempt knocked it up in the air. The second, Argo came flying across to try and make that catch. You'll have to visit Sudbury in the meantime. I would love to go up to Sudbury.
Dropping into coverage.
Right, nothing like a Sudbury Saturday night.
That one hit him right in the back of the helmet.
Got to watch the Sudbury Blueberry Bulldogs.
Mason Pierce.
God, I love Shorzy. Shorzy's so good. Tyson, what's going on? Welcome. It's a little drive from Toronto to Sudbury. All right, Edmonton punting this one away. Back to pick it up at the Argos 15. Going to run up to the 20, the 25. Going to hit the 30, spinning around. Got space, the 35, and out of bounds, about the 37. And we do have a flag on the play. You city folks never go past Muskokas. Yep, that's about right. So we'll see what this flag is.
Holding. Toronto number 90. 10-yard penalty. First down.
Holding on Toronto, so this is coming back. I worked in Noelville. South of Sudbury, summer 72. I haven't heard of Noelville.
ball immediately. They came out
I will have to look it up on the map.
trying to throw the ball a little bit.
But there's a few little places I'd like to visit, kind of northern Ontario. Sudbury, Timmins, Thunder Bay.
We saw Deontay McMahon and a couple of
I've heard they're all have their
Grant as well.
personalities.
Is what has allowed
Argos going to flip this one back. A little trick play, a little flicker coming up, interception. McMahon with the throw is going to be intercepted. So a little trick play here. Dukes tosses it to McMahon. McMahon, the running back, he goes to pass. He throws this downfield, and it's picked off. So a trickery as it's coming up to Neld. He doesn't come away with it. Edmonton intercepts it. They're going to have glorious field position as they go to commercial break. The Elks trying to make something happen here in the third quarter. Wow. I go to Toronto or the bush to escape the horrors of the northern cities. Honestly, you feel safer in Toronto. That's saying a lot, Prep, especially these days. Oh, my goodness. More to do in the city than the bush. At times. Listen, Toronto right now is, I mean, I guess it's like this every summer, right? There's so much construction going on. Tons of construction, tons of road closures. There's just so much going on downtown Toronto, and the traffic is atrocious, but that's nothing new. Yeah, Carolyn, I don't know why they went for the little trick play there. No need for that at this point in the game. That was a high-risk play with very little reward, right? It's not like they were down on the clock. It's not like they needed to try and spark some offense. Don't know why they made that call at this time. Yeah, various. An interception gives you that shot of momentum, right? That's gonna give the Elks that drive, right? It's going to get that energy going. And of course, Bethel Thompson, he can throw the ball. He's just shy of 200 yards right now. He's thrown for 2 TDs. Going to give him excellent field position to work with. That's why they say Toronto has 2 seasons, winter and construction. Onyx, it's so true. Yeah, good night, Munchie. Listen, there's a time for the play. There's a time for the big play, but that was not it. It was a great catch, a great interception. I mean, that was a long throw for McMahon. I'm sure, obviously, he's capable. But here they come. They're going to run this up. They get it back to the line of scrimmage here. So Purefoy picks up the interception. And, I mean, he just comes right over, leaps in the air, and snags that. I mean, it was just hanging up there. Big hang time. Everybody saw that coming. And he does get a little pat on the head from the coach. You know, it's kind of a, hey, nice try, nice try. But Edmonton has it now in the Argo 21. 2nd and 8. Definitely within field goal range. Can they go for more? Bethel Thompson escapes the pocket. He's going to throw this across the middle, and it's caught for a first down. So nice job. It's going to be 1st and goal for Edmonton, looking to score. I think Toronto still going to pull it off and get the win. I think so as well, but they're going to make it real interesting here. Nice toss up the middle, 1st and goal. Edmonton bringing the pressure. So they will, because they got that single point, if they do score, they will take the lead. Here they come, throwing it across the middle. Touchdown! Touchdown! Wow. Edmonton across the middle. Bethel Thompson got rid of that ball in a hurry. Off the snap, he threw it almost right away. Very, very quick release. He takes his 3 steps back, throws it right over, kind of through the uprights. Had to throw it away from the uprights. And the Elks scoring. So they are going to take the lead if they hit this. Because they had the earlier single. Here's the snap. The kick is up, and it's good. The wind blowing it to the side, but it still goes through. So it's going to be 22-21. So that single point earlier definitely comes into play. Wow. Interesting. I mean, lots of game clock left to go, but a tremendous play by Edmonton. Bringing this one across. Spectacular. I did not see that coming. I mean, I knew they had a great chance. You cannot count out Bethel Thompson, but I did not expect him to unload that fast. Malaya comes up with it. I mean, he's got 1 TD, 40 yards, 3 receptions. The Elks receiving core, their wide receivers hauling in a lot of balls right now. Toronto isn't throwing it a lot, but they've been spreading it around to almost everybody. Edmonton can take this game, not the game on Monday night. That's right, Curtis. That's right. We'll give them this game if it has to be, but not on Monday. So let's see how the Argos respond now. Again, lots of time. 7:39 on the game clock. Again, if you're just joining us, welcome to the show. Make sure you tap that thumbs up for us. And of course, hit that subscribe as well. We'd love for you to be part of our summer sport community, as our winter sports are just about ready to wrap up Monday night. And then we hit the NHL offseason, draft coverage, news, updates, and more. So, okay, with 7.5 to do it, Argos are down by 1. Cameron Duke's back on the field, looking to take charge, looking to lead this squad. Let's see what they can do. Whoops. Help if I turn that back on.
But now as team leader, I think
Duke's ready Monday will be so fun. Oh, yeah, Brian, it's going to be great. It's going to be great. Duke's going to pass it up the middle, driving it through, going to pick up 7 or 8 here. So a big conversation happening just past the line of scrimmage. That's going to be separated away. So it's going to be a 7-yard rush. 2nd and 3 to go. You know, I was thinking, do I want to try and bring in anything new for the stream on Monday night? But I thought, you know, I think I'm just going to leave it as is. We're just going to call it the way we normally do, because it's been working, and we're just going to have a whole lot of fun. Whole lot of fun. Who is the Stanley Cup going to go to? Here we go, off the draw. They're going to hand this off again, pounding it through the middle. That should be enough for an Argo first down. So they're not even going to measure. It's going to be a first down, Argos. Thought it was hockey for a minute. Yeah, Brian. Yeah, we're not going to change anything. Yeah, it's all coming up super fast, Curtis. Super fast. I'm hoping we can do something fun for the draft. If I can get my act together and get everything set up. So we'll see what's going to happen for that draft. JDA, welcome in. What's going on? Make sure you bring the lumber and set the tone. That's right. Here come the Argos off. They're going to throw this one up the middle. Nice pass. First down, Argos, and more. Nice job by Dukes. JDA, to the dismay of some, Monday is going to be a tarps on stream. But for those watching at home, feel free to do what you want. But it's going to be a tarps on.
Basically in half a season, 8 games.
The Argos starting to move through the field here, moving across, doing a nice job. Argos back in a snap. They're going to hand this one off again. Pounding it on the turf, going to run it up. First down and more. Great run here. Excellent job running it up. Abu Dhabi, who I can never pronounce his name correct. He's going to run 19 yards, his first carry of the game.
Filling in for AJ Ouellette late last season with a 109-yard effort.
Excellent, excellent run.
Against Saskatchewan.
Cuts the corner, a little hopsy-doozy.
Rushing high
Great run.
for Toronto last year.
Tarps off, I have spoken.
It's often said the importance of
JDA, that might be the post-stream Stanley Cup celebration.
the Argos being 16-2 last year.
They're going to fake this handoff. Duke's going to pass it up to the line of scrimmage and beyond. Another first down. Argos moving this one. Dindani, he's going to receive it. He's going to drive this one for 10 plus.
Argos mixing up their personnel.
The city will have a celebration on Tuesday. The other will have a long work
Again,
day.
hurting Edmonton with the run. They go play action there.
That's really funny, Road Warriors.
The veteran Sindani.
And Danny going to hit him. Duke's getting hauled down at the end of that play. But a nice toss. Gotta love the pickle man. Here we go. Down at the Edmonton 27. Duke's going to fake the handoff again. Going to throw it up the middle. Received at the 10. Great pass. Argos first and goal from the 10. Who will get the drumstick? That's right. Who's getting the game stick? Great pass. Driving this one through. Dukes, he's throwing that ball and he's cutting across the middle. He's playing great right now.
Put together by the Argos after an unfortunate
So first and goal from the Edmonton 10.
down given up after a turnover.
After that pick that Edmonton got, and on a short field scored the TD to take the lead, but
Pardon me. Dukes fakes the handoff. Look out. Here comes the run. He skips away. Dukes is going to run it to the line of scrimmage and more. Gets all the way down to about the 4 or 3, depending on where they put this one down. But great run here by Dukes. He eludes the rushing player. He's looking for the ball. The player comes rushing at him. Dukes sidesteps him to the right, then decides to carry it up, marches almost all the way down to the goal line.
Thompson punches one in. Cameron Dukes.
Pro Punch Thursdays at Jordan.
gets it inside the 5.
That's funny.
Second and goal.
So second and goal from the Edmonton 4.
3 receivers.
The Argos looking to punch this one in. Dukes is going to hand this one off. They're going to run it to the line. It's over. Touchdown, Argos.
Kadeem Carey.
Carey going to run this one in. You can hear the cowbells rattling. The Argos strike to take the lead back. Kadeem Carey punches it in. Had to fight through a crowd. Unbelievable. The resiliency of this Argos team. They looked great in week 1. They're looking great here in week 3.
Here they get back to bread and butter, and look at the result.
Biggest difference between these two offenses is certainly the running game.
And they're not going to kick. They're going for the 2-point convert. Dukes is going to take it. Dukes is going to run it in for 2.
And a 7-point game.
The Argos with the 2-point convert. Risky call. But they do it because Edmonton had that single earlier.
This time,
So they wanted to negate the single. They run it in for the 2-point convert. The Argos looking at the score mathematically. Unbelievable. Great play call and great run. Cameron Dukes. Boy, he's looking good. He's now 13 for 15 with 146 yards. And of course, that TD, he's got 16 rushing yards with a rushing TD, and he's got that 2-point convert. What a game Cameron Dukes is putting together. Using his backs, using his receivers, spreading the ball around. Whoa. This is a total team effort. The Argos have come to play, and it is awesome. Carolyn, the family should be super proud because he is putting on one heck of a showing, and it is awesome. Very, very, very cool. His dream was to play. Really? I didn't know that. Well, Carolyn, I'll send me an email. I'll send you my note, and we'll talk. Because I think, be very proud. He is awesome. Very impressive young man. And of course, Bethel Thompson is no slouch either, right? He is no slouch. They are moving the ball. Bethel Thompson, he's fighting, right? He's gone 20 for 27, 219 yards, 3 TDs. He's moving that ball well. JDA coming in with the $10 super chat. Just a token of appreciation for all that you do. You're amazing at what you do. You're my brother. Thank you again. And cheers, JDA. Thank you so very much. Make sure one of the new things you can do on YouTube is when the super chats and stuff come in is you can hit that like button or you can respond to it. And I love it. I love seeing people like that. There come the stick taps. That's something we do here on our channel to show thanks and appreciation. A little hockey stick tap on the ice to say thank you. Thank you so much, Jordan, for the super chat. So off the reception that's coming back across Edmonton is going to be taken down, and they're going to get things started. 1:38 to go here in the third quarter. The Argos have the lead. Let's see now Bethel Thompson, how he commands control.
Those rushing yards. And it speaks to where these two quarterbacks
can play. He also came from Toronto. Yes, he did. Toronto's had a lot of good quarterbacks come through its doors. Of course, we talked about Flutie and Damon Allen, Ricky Ray. A lot of good quarterbacks over the years. Toronto, of course, has always been a hotbed of talent. One of the popular locations that people wanted to be a part of. You know, we got to give some shout outs to some of the Argo players from back in the day. Of course, Clifford Ivory, Michael Fletcher, Mike O'Shea, some of the great players, some of the great people that were on this team. Michael Palmer. Here's going to be thrown across, and that's going to be almost intercepted. Wow. Jonathan Brown, of course, one of my favorites. Pinball, of course. Pinball, the legend. Pinball is awesome. Pinball used to call me the magician. It was pretty funny. Always made me laugh. But a great pass. And almost an interception. 3rd and 8. They're going to have to kick this one away. Toronto's going to, with a decent run, will have good field position yet again. Nice kick, of course. Talking about kickers, Mike Vanderjagt spending some time with the Argos. This is going to come back. Nice reception. The Argos going to carry it up, but they slip up and fall. Mike Vanderjagt back in the day when I was a season ticket holder in the end zone. Mike Vanderjagt kicked a field goal so close that it missed the netting behind, and I actually caught the ball, and I have it upstairs, and I met him a couple years after and got him to sign the ball. It was really cool. Hank Olisic, yes, of course. Cam and his dad loved Flutie, one he looked up to. Absolutely. I mean, Flutie was amazing. Yeah, pinball is one of a kind. An absolute beauty. So here's the snap coming around. Going to throw this across, getting it back to the line of scrimmage. Going to dance over it and picking up a whole lot more. 7 yards right at the end of the third quarter. A nice little play. So it should be about 2nd and 3 if I'm not mistaken. They're going to go to commercial break. This game now is officially in the books. The weather should not be an issue. It hasn't been an issue all night, but when we looked at the Storms earlier, what they said is if a game gets called after the halfway mark through the third quarter, it is considered official. So if there is lightning to come in the area, if this game does have to be called, it will be officially recorded, and it is in the books. Yeah, he does a tremendous amount of charity work, does a lot of good things. There were a lot of good people from the Argo teams over the years. Paul Mazzotti, of course, playing in those pinball years. He was one of my favorites back in the day. A lot of fun to watch. A lot of fun. So just some great players, and that's what we love about Canadian football, right? These guys, they're human beings, and a lot of them, which you don't know, I don't know about today, but going back a few years, a lot of them would work other jobs, right? A lot of them would work regular jobs as well as being, Canadian Football League players. So it was amazing to see what they'd have to go through to play the game that they absolutely loved. But that's football, and it is awesome. So thank you for hanging out with us here tonight. It has been another great game. We appreciate it. Thank you for the likes. If you haven't hit that thumbs up yet, make sure you hit that thumbs up. And of course, if you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe. We'd love for you to be a part of our sports community here on the channel. They're human beings. Human beings. That's funny. 3 quarters in the books. 19 first down for the Argos, 14 for the Elks. Passing yards goes to the Elks, rushing yards to the Argos. Net yards is pretty close, but the Argos have the lead there. And the Argos with the only official turnover registered in this game. I still say the CFL should be played on ice with ice skates on. That would be funny. It would make a hard-hitting game even more hard-hitting. That would be really, really exceptional. It would kind of be like arena football. Arena football, if you haven't watched it, that is super hard-hitting. Yes, there is a fourth quarter. Weather is not an issue right now, so we are going to start the fourth quarter. Fourth quarter will be played, and it's kicking off. Right now, Argos have possession at their own 28. 2nd and 4. They're going to flip this over for the run. Not a good play call here. Edmonton saw this coming a mile away. They're going to stop this one. So the Argos, 3rd and 8, they're going to have to kick this one away. They're going to have to punt this one away. Arena Football League was a lot of fun. Toronto had a franchise for about a cup of coffee. It was just about that long. The Toronto Phantoms. The Toronto Phantoms. The Arena Football League. That was a lot of fun. We went to a couple of games. Crazy hard hitting, lots of action, but it never really kicked off. I don't even know if that league is still, if arena football is still a thing. So they're going to punt this one away. The Elks will come up, get their first possession of the fourth quarter. A touchdown can tie up this game. It's going to be punted away. Elks with the ball. Looking, had some movement, a little slow to get going. Now they're going to run this one out. Jordan's checking out the weather, saying the radar says bad weather is coming. Hopefully they can get this one through. Joe Theismann, that's right, with the Argos 71-73. Something a lot of people forget, Brian. JD, downtown Toronto looks clear on my rather. Onyx double checking their battle of the radars, battle of the weather apps. All right, Eskimos. I did it again. Here's a long pass going way downtown, and it's caught. What a reception! And they're going to run for more. This is going to be a touchdown. It is. Holy cow! So they didn't blow the whistle. What happened? This was a long throw. He went up to make the catch. The catch was made, The two Argo players and the Elk all went down, but he got up and kept running. There was no whistle to down this ball. Was there contact? So if you make the catch but go down, you're not down until there's contact. So I don't know if the Argo player actually touched him to take him down.
Benji Franklin had his hand on him as the ball
There is a
was
smack.
but untouched there. And Mitchell
So there was a smack before he went down. Good night, buddy. There was a smack before he went down. Mitchell with a heads-up play to get up and keep running.
Unfortunate fumble, but good presence of mind.
So
You know, again in the college game,
he was hit,
right here,
but he wasn't tackled. He made the catch and went down. He was not downed by an Argo player, so that's why he got up and kept running. The whistle did not go. So this is now going to be under interpretation by the control center to say
balls in his hands. I don't think that
the contact that was made, was that enough to say the contact ruled him down?
After the ball's been secured, then he's down, right?
That's right.
But the contact came before the catch was made. So I hate to say it, Argo fans, I think this is a good touchdown.
He's had 5 catches.
Heads up play. So let's see, where's the ball?
More look as they review.
You see the hand brushes, left hand brushes his helmet.
So you know, oh, it's so hard to see. Did he have possession of the ball when contact was made?
Think that this comes at the same time.
Insane idea. What's going on? Calling it a TD.
Watch Franklin's left hand here. Touches the helmet. That's before the ball gets there.
But yeah, once he got possession of the ball, did he get the foot? No, no touch on the leg. This is a very critical call.
After review by the command center, the runner was down by contact at the 35-yard line. Be first down.
Okay, so the command center is saying he was downed by contact. So a big call here. So no touchdown. The touchdown gets called back. He was downed by contact. So they put some time back on the call, on the clock. No touchdown is the call. Listen, it was a great catch. It was a great throw. A really good throw. Carolyn's sinking back in her couch saying, oh, thank goodness. Let's see what they do here. Bethel Thompson out of the gun. He's gonna go deep again. And another great catch. Mayala steps out of bounds after that one. Bethel Thompson with a cannon. Wow. Good movement here. Good tossing. And Edmonton charging all the way downfield with tons of time on this clock.
And execute to perfection. Nicely done.
Fourth catch from Mayala, and it sets up Edmonton inside the Argo 10, first and goal.
The Argos defense has to get set. First and goal here for the Elks. They're going to snap this one back looking. Thompson on the run. He's coming wide. He's going to throw, looking for that back corner. Touchdown.
Welcome home.
Curly Gittins Jr., the ex-Argo, going to bring this one in, and we get a little dancing celebration in the end zone. Wow. The extra point should tie this one up. Bethel Thompson says, you can deny me once, but you're not denying me twice. Running wide, sees a target running in the back of the end zone. What a play. Insane, you are very welcome. Thanks for hanging out with us. Gittins Jr., the 9-yard catch. Here's the extra point. It's up. And it's good. So we are all squared away. With 12:22 to go, we are all tied up. Dan does a different stance moves. That's right, Prep. We gotta change it up. We gotta change it up per sport. But holy moly, we got a game all tied up. Hey, the Blue Jays lost again. Shocker. The Blue Jays ever gonna win another game? This game's giving me a headache. It could be the pressure in the air from all the rain that's coming. The field at BMO is heated and drains very well. Yeah, is it really? Is it heat? I didn't know it was heated. But it's cool. Of course, BMO Field is going to be the home of a couple World Cup games, as the World Cup in a couple years will make its way to Toronto for some early tournament games. Of course, they're going to expand the seating capacity, but this is the venue. So if you are a soccer fan and you're going to be watching some of the World Cup, you'll be able to see some of the action here from BMO Field. It's going to be cool. I'm trying to get Sam to do the shake and bake. Shake and bake. Your JDA little shake and bake. So funny. Do you have a fake CFL ring like your Stanley Cup? No, AU Triton. I have a real Grey Cup championship ring. I was lucky enough that during my years with the Argonauts, they did win the Grey Cup. So I do have my Grey Cup championship ring, which is pretty awesome. It was a good time back in the day. It was a great ownership group, a great run organization. Various, I love it. This is super exciting. Yet again, our scoreboard, however, is letting us down, taking its sweet time to update. But this is a great game. I mean, the Elks are in this. The way these guys are playing right now, it's almost like this is going to come down to whoever has the last possession. Whoever has the last possession and the last chance to score might come away with that win. This is going to be sent all the way down. The Argos going to receive at their own 5. They're going to run it to the 10, the 15, up to the 20, across to the 25, and now they're going to be brought down. It was Brian, it was shortly after the receivership, so it was the Cinnamon and Sokolowski years when they owned the club. Keith Pelly, who's now running kind of Maple Leaf Sports and Entertainment, was the president of the Toronto Argonauts back in the day. There we go. It's starting to slowly update. All right. They got to put one more point up on the board. It is 29-29. So 12 minutes, 12:13 to be exact. I even did a cartwheel and didn't pull a thing. Soon, Toronto 2. Want to see Wicked. Oh, Prep, nice. Well, Prep, if you are going to be heading to Toronto, let me know. Yeg Motor Tune, welcome in. Welcome to the show. What a great game this is here tonight. That's right, Theo. Why does it always seem to be whatever sport we call ends up being a close game? Will we get overtime tonight? That would be something. Holy scoreboard, Batman, you are so slow. Got a little bit of a delay here. Injured Elk player getting helped off the field. If I ever head to Toronto, I'm not telling you. You would just hide. Probably Triton. I'm just kidding. Oh, Sam. It would just be me and hubby and her daughter this time around. So it'd be easy. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we'll organize for sure. Are you in Edmonton? I'm a Toronto fan myself. I am in the Toronto area, but I just love the game. Here's a nice toss. It's going to be picking up just a couple of yards. So a long cross-field throw is going to be received, but not going to pick up a whole lot of yards. But yeah, I'm a fan of the Canadian Football League. I am an Argo fan, though. If I do pick a team, it is the Argos. Seen them all the way. I grew up in Toronto, great city, but I don't think I'll ever be there again. Brian's like, it was great once upon a time, but now not so much. Onyx, absolutely. That would be so much fun. So much fun. This bringing it back. Duke's with it. Duke's looking. He's going to throw this one across. Nice reception. First down and more. Great run. The Argos bring it close to midfield. That would be fun, Onyx. We definitely should. But of course, Onyx, we need our little our deli meetup one of these days. So a nice little pass, good reception. The Argos starting to get it going. Dukes again, good eyesight. Just shy of the 50-yard line. Going to bring it back, a little handoff. They're going to run, and no, not up to the first. Well, it's going to be pretty close. They might be just short of the first down. The Argos making some good movement. Carey, again, having a phenomenal game. 15 carries, 71 yards. Last game, he was 20 or so carries, just over 100 yards. So he is really moving. Going to run this one again up the gut. And we got a couple of flags thrown here late after the play. So another rush, that brings him up to 78 yards. What's this flag going to be? Depending on me traveling now, Winter's in Texas. Let's see what the penalty is. 15-yard misconduct penalty on Edmonton. Gray is going to pick that one up. So this is going to move the Argos 15 yards down the field. Got to control those emotions. Those 15-yard calls hurt and hurt a lot. So great job. Thank you for just coming in for the conclusion of the fourth quarter of this game. Welcome. Make sure you hit that thumbs up for us. Of course, we'd love for you to subscribe. Who is misconduct? That's funny. So here we go. Argos set. They're going to snap this one back again. Fake. No, they did hand it off. Wow. Duke's had me fooled a couple of times, but they're going to lose about 6 here. So going to lose a bunch. So it's going to be 2nd and 14. 2nd and 15. Not a good run there. The Elks have done this a couple of times where the Argos have handed off the ball. They've had the play scouted well, and they pick it up and put up a big loss. So let's see what Toronto can do here. Under 10 minutes to go now. Time ticking. 2nd and 16. Here's the snap. Dukes comes back. He's got time. He's waiting. He's going way downtown to the end zone, and it's caught for a touchdown. What a pass! Touchdown! What a throw. Dukes. Duke of Earl. What a throw. Holy mow. Coxie, baby. Coming up with the catch. I was not expecting that. What a cannon. Coxie, how you doing? What a reception. The Argos off a 36-yard catch. They put up the extra point. That one is good. Holy Coxie. 36-yard reception. Duke threw that with ease.
Touchdown pass, Dukes.
What an arm. Gray could not catch up to him. Damani Coxie wheels it in. Holy moly. That's going to put him up 17 for 19, 210 yards now. 2 throwing TDs. They got 3 rushing TDs. Dukes, McMahon, and Carey all rushing it in. Unbelievable. Way to go, Argos. That was incredible. Incredible. Lots of time left on the clock. The Argos will need a stop here. They can't keep going end to end, back and forth. Somebody's got to stop somebody. But that was a huge throw. Elks make for tasty burgers. Here he says, I haven't tried myself. Doing a great job in for chat. Yeah, that's, Brian, if Kelly's going to be out for a while, if Kelly's going to be out for several more weeks, what are they going to do when he returns? Because right now, Dukes is money. He had a great first game. He's looking spectacular here today. The Argos are going to have a problem. This is wild. Really, really wild. They are drier than beef, but oh so good. Interesting. Ever since they changed the name from the Eskimo to the Elks, they haven't won a game. It's still weird. It's still strange to get over the new name. Elk is a little lean. Oh, that's good if it's lean. I mean, he came way back. I mean, this was a phenomenal throw. I was not expecting that. I was thinking he'd go maybe 20 yards, over the top for the first down. Didn't think they were going to go for the end zone. This coming all the way back. Taking the handoff after reception, a little crisscross. Elk's going to bring this one up, and they're taken down about the 26-7. We'll have to see where the spot is going to be. Yeah, unfortunately inside, it's happening in all the leagues now where they're making some of these changes. And a lot of these teams have tremendous history, and I don't look at it as an insult or a sign of disrespect. I look at it as a way of honoring and paying respect and homage to some of these different groups. I mean, that's just my opinion, but it is what it is in today's world. So we got 9 minutes to go. Elks with the ball, 1st and 10 on their own 29. It's going to be snapped back. They're going to go across the middle. Argos giving them lots of space. Going to pick up about, 5 here easily. Thought it was honor as well. Yeah. Argo calling the Argos and the Lions. It's a long season, but Brian, if that ends up being the case, it is going to be a phenomenal game. When they played in week 1, it was awesome. Yeah, Prep, I can't wait for the PWHL to unveil what their names are going to be. I'm so excited for when that day comes. Elks trying to get this one off. They're going to pitch it over the middle. 1st down and more coming to midfield. Going to the Argos 50. Finally taken down. Respect is why the Blackhawks are still the Blackhawks. Yeah, JP, I agree there. Unfortunately, the Chicago Blackhawks, they have some other issues they need to get sorted out. That team is going to be rebuilding for quite a while. Mrazek is not the goaltender that's going to take you far. I really feel for Connor Bedard. Bedard is going to need some help there. So very curious to see what they do at the draft and, of course, in the offseason. So 1st and 10 at the Toronto 50. Bethel Thompson going to throw this one across. They're going to pick up 5. So lots of time to march down half the field. Going to be interesting to see how they play this. I mean, with the way they've been going back and forth, I said it earlier, this could come down to who has final possession. That's right. Got to get the defense going. Going to be snap back. Coming across field, another 1st down for the Elks. And a couple of yards after. And then brought down. So down to 650. Elks slowly working their way across the field. Bethel Thompson will take these short passes all day long. They're just going to go 5 yards, 5 yards, 5 yards. They're going to march themselves down to the end zone. The problem, though, you have to cover that backfield because with Thompson's arm, and he's shown it a couple times where he's gone deep. So you can't have everyone coming up close. They're going to run this one up and over again, picking up 5 or 6 yards. It's going to come down to the Argonauts 30. So don't be surprised if they continue to sucker the Argos to play closer, then they take a shot at the end zone. It's going to be 2nd and 4 here from the Toronto 30. Toronto needs to get a stop. They're already within field goal range. So there's the snap back. The Elks looking lots of time again up over the first down marker. So that's going to come down to about the 28. So 1st and 10 again. Curtis, that's funny. Thank you for hitting those likes. We appreciate it. I can't remember where we ended up likewise from our first game. But I think we were in and around the same range. So 1st and 10. 5:15 on the clock. Now they are going to take that shot at the end zone, and it's knocked down. So incomplete pass. Incomplete pass. They stepped up. We knew it was coming. I thought they were going to go one more before, but they take that shot at the end zone. Good defense there to knock it down. Good back end zone coverage. Coming across, they go for the tackle. Amos was right there. Malaya got his hands on it, but again, Amos was not allowing him to bring that one in. So they're at the Toronto 23, 2nd and 10 now. Bethel Thompson is 342 passing yards, 28 for 37. And we got a challenge. A challenge for defensive pass interference. Yeah, Onyx, last night was crazy. Last night was so much fun. Can't wait to do it again on Monday. Ed, welcome in. Ed Willie Jordan Jr., welcome to the show. So we'll see what this challenge is going to be. Is this defensive pass interference? They're going to go to a commercial break. We're going to see what this call is going to be. Command Center taking a look. It was a great hockey game. Oh, you're very welcome. I'm so excited for Monday night. I don't know how I'm going to sleep the next 2 nights. I can't tonight and tomorrow night. I can't wait. Cannot wait. It is going to be, I'm telling you, I think it's going to be the most watched hockey game in a long time. So it's going to be so much fun. Will the Oilers do it or will the Panthers do it? Again, the Oilers haven't won a cup since 1990. The Panthers have never won a cup. Find your meow again. It's going to be crazy. Emotions are going to be so high on that in that chat on Monday night. Oh, it's just going to be so much fun. Of course, we will stick with whatever happens. We will be there. We will stick with it through the celebrations, the interviews. We will bring it all. But boy, oh boy. Somebody is going home disappointed. But that is what Stanley Cup final is all about. There's so much on the line, right? Not just winning or losing, but the Oilers can become the second ever team to come back. All right, let's see how this one's going to play out. Jeff, how's it going? Cheers, my friend. Welcome.
Still going on. Question whether you watch Hergy Mayala in the slot. Deshaun Amos.
The Flutie play. Red Hole's brother in Ottawa. Oh, that's cool.
Contact a split second.
That's awesome, Jeff.
Arrives. There's contact. There's the ball. Tough to play defense if you're calling it that close.
Well,
so very, very, very close play. Watching this replay, the contact came as the ball was coming. Here it is.
Review by the command center. We have pass interference. Toronto number 8. The ball be placed at the 2-yard line.
So they are calling it pass interference. The ball is coming to the 2-yard line. First and goal from the 2.
Thompson, by the way, still has that completion streak.
Oh, my goodness.
Dakota Prukop coming into this game, the short yardage specialist, brought in by Edmonton Elks.
Wow, with 5 minutes left to go.
Did that role so well last few years.
17 times Stanley Cup Finals, went to Game 7. 12 of those games, the team with the first goal won the game.
To go, just to keep pace with Toronto. Prukop.
Here it is. They're going to try and sneak it in. Toronto's going to hold that line. They're still driving. Finally, it's going to get called down. They did not cross. It's going to be second and goal. Second and goal.
Well-timed challenge there.
Wow. What drama.
Coach Chris Jones put his team in position to score, but can they capitalize?
This is exciting football. 4:10 on the clock, and it is ticking. Second and goal from the Toronto 1.
Several times. Edmonton looking for a chance to tie it again. Prukop stays.
They're down at the line. Argos are set.
Down at the 1.
There it is. A delay running it in. They still haven't crossed. Now they fall over the line, and it's a touchdown.
Elks in the end zone again. A point after try away from tying it again. What a finish we have here at BMO Field with under 4 minutes to go. And it was the pass interference call on Deshaun.
Unbelievable. The Elks push this one in to tie it up. Defense has not been solid in this game, putting up so many points on the board. Both quarterbacks playing good. Bethel Thompson will not be stopped. Driving it all the way down. He has 342 passing yards in this game. The Argos had delayed it. They had stopped it. They were holding that line, but they just couldn't hold it. They couldn't stop the forward progress. And finally, the ball carrier falls down over the line. So Amos still having a conversation with the officials. They are going to go for the extra point. Here's the kick. That's going to be good right down the middle. So we are tied 36-36. 3:30 to go. Argos have a chance with this ball now. They're going to have an opportunity to march down the field. Lots of time left. They're going to move this one down. This is going to be a test for the young Cameron Dukes. Let's see what they're made of. You just got to play 10 yards at a time. That's how it goes. 10 yards at a time. Welcome in if you're just joining us. Thanks for being here. As you're coming in, make sure you boop that thumbs up button. We'd love for you to hit that. Subscribe as well. We're 4 subscribers away from 23,700. We'd love for you to be part of our community. Join us for more CFL football, NHL hockey. We'll eventually do some Major League Baseball, but right now the Jays have been so bad. We'll have lots of hockey coverage all summer long. Olympics coming up as well. It's going to be a great summer. So getting things organized, getting set. It's going to be a very strategic last 3 minutes and 49 seconds. This is where the coaching staff has to bring the best out of their players. When we look back, the Argos, the one mistake they made in this game, McMahon taking the handoff, and he goes for the pass, right? It was a little flick over to McMahon. He goes for the pass. It's knocked down, intercepted, and a turnover, not the way it was meant to be. That was the only mistake the Argos have really made today.
The Elks tonight, what a show they're putting on in Toronto. 36.
So here we go. The Elks going to kick this one off. Let's see what the field possession is going to end up looking like for the Argos. There it is. Ball is in the air. Argos going to receive about their 15. Going to pass to 20, 25. Trying to get up to the 30. Almost to the 35. Yes, and just over. So about the 35. So Cameron Dukes, he has his word cut out for him here. He's 17 for 19 today. 210 yards, 2 throwing touchdowns. The Argos have been pounding the ball running it a lot.
You look at the clock with just under 3.5 to go.
Kickoff Carey, 78 rushing yards and a TD over 15 carries. Dukes running it 3 times for 16 yards and a touchdown. McMahon, 4 carries for 50 yards and a touchdown. Let's see how this is going to play out.
In a little bit more control time-wise here than Edmonton is because they have the ball.
We're over 700 yards.
Here's the snap. Fakes the handoff. Dukes is back. Here comes the rush. Dukes is in trouble. He ducks away. Dukes scrambling. Gets to the line of scrimmage. And he's brought down. Nowhere to go for Dukes. Second down. Be about 2nd and 9. The Dukes is looking. He couldn't go to his initial target. It's going to be the 3-minute warning as they're going to go to commercial break. Dukes looked at option 1. It wasn't there. He looked at option 2. It wasn't there. He tucked it in, had to duck under the oncoming attack. Again, looked at option 3. Wasn't there. And at that point, he was brought down. So 2nd and 9 for the Argos here with just under 3 minutes to go. Thank you for hitting that subscribe. Appreciate it. Putting us 3 subscribers away now from 700. What a finish we are in store for. Will this be foreshadowing the Oilers on Monday night? Will we be seeing a game going to overtime? Of course, the Elks were the underdogs in this matchup. The Argos were favored by quite a lot. Trying to pull this one through. So the score is the score. We are all squared away. 36-36. This has been wild. If it's foreshadowing, then the Argos are even more win. Boyd. Let's go. Let's get the cowbells. The Argo fans getting those cowbells going. Gerard, how's it going? Welcome in, buddy. Who doesn't like a fun ending? Absolutely. This is what Canadian football is all about. I can't believe we've had so many points on the board tonight. Both offenses have been stellar. The defenses have not been great. But this is going to be a doozy. Let's go. They're just coming back from tomorrow. Daniel, how's it going? Welcome in. Good to see you. Welcome to the show. Let's get going. 20 years, retired, no extra cash to buy membership, still have no... Oh, insane. No worries. We're just happy to have you along for the ride. Here's Dukes back. He's going to throw this one short. The Argos going to be short of the first down. Didn't like that play call. It's going to be 3rd down now. What a bad play call here. Dukes going short yardage. And the Argos no yards after the reception. So what are they going to do? They are going to punt it away. They have to. Can't risk it. So they're forcing the Elks back to their own 15. Here they go. We got a flag as the Elks run out. Is this contact on the kicker? Boy, this would be something. This will be something. Haggerty is laughing as he goes off.
Yeah, this is...
Haggerty gets the kickoff. The slide coming in, getting into the legs of Haggerty.
Contacting the kicker, Edmonton number 50. 10-yard penalty. The result will be a first down.
10 yards, first down. So, wow. The Argos will come away with the ball. After all of that, penalties really hurting the Elks, especially here late. That was avoidable. He did not need to slide into the kicker, just barely got him and takes him down. 1st and 10, the Argos will hang on to the ball at the Toronto 51. That's a mulligan if I've ever seen one for Dukes in this Argos offense. Duke's going to hand it over. They're going to run this up the middle, and they're going to get an Argo first down. Wow.
Run the ball very well tonight.
Well, and almost as if that penalty.
The Argos continuing to pound this one up the middle.
Some life on a drive where they had been snuffed out.
Carey continuing to run 89 yards now. His 16th carry.
Not relevant yet.
He is playing another phenomenal game. 2:20 here on the clock.
For the Riders last week in Hamilton.
So we're setting it up. Argos ready to come back. There's the snap. Gonna hand it off. They bobble it. Oh, a missed handoff between Dukes and Carey. The ball drops down. Dukes does fall on it. Oh, goodness. So they're going to lose some yardage here. Onyx, overtime. Each team will get an opportunity with the ball. They'll start, I think, is it from the 40? I forget the yard line. But they will start, and they'll have a chance to score. Each team will get an opportunity. But Duke goes to tuck it in to Carey. Carey just didn't come away with the ball. Dukes did have the wherewithal to cover it. So it's now going to be 2nd and 17. They're going to bring this back. Dukes looking. He's going to rush. Dukes, you got to throw it, man. He's running to the sideline. Now he's going to throw it down. The cameraman gets hit hard. Or is it a camera woman?
Oh my goodness, hopefully she's okay. But
it is a lady, a camera woman on the sideline. Got absolutely destroyed. They have a video board going along the sideline, and she just got hammered into it.
Yeah, 2 players go crashing in there. The defender.
That hurts. Duke's taking it to the sideline, throwing it a little high. But Sindani goes in and kind of takes her down hard. Shoulder right into the midsection. We hope she's okay. The shoe, she goes down. The shoe goes flying.
great pictures that we get in this coverage.
Hopefully she's all right. She's still down, being tended to on the sideline, picking up her belongings. Official going over and talking to her.
And she puts the headset back on.
So they're giving her some attention on the sideline. And that was a hard hit for anybody.
Down on the side, but it is, my goodness.
You hate to see some of these people on the sideline get trapped, just nowhere to go. That was one of the benefits at the Rogers Center. Is Rogers Center, there was so much room on the sidelines. Here, there's just nowhere to go. So it's going to be 3rd and 18. The Argos are going to have to kick this away again. Too far for a field goal attempt. So Haggerty is coming on with 1:32 to go. It's going to give the Eskimos pretty much last ball here in the 4th quarter. But the Argos had a chance, and a good chance, but they could not control. And they're going to punt this one away. Edmonton will have possession with 1:30, a little less than 1:30 on the clock. Thank you for hitting that subscribe. She's got her headset back on. She's checking to make sure the camera's okay.
My goodness, taking a hit like that, doing her job down with the sideline camera.
Well, and this is
There's still kind of some other folks are coming over and making sure she's okay. She's trying to get back up on her feet. Now she's getting up. She's getting an ovation from the crowd. She's up on her feet. That was a hard, I tell you, if I got hit like that, I wouldn't be getting up so quick. But she's okay. She's trying to get the camera back set up. And I see one of the gentlemen on the sideline with the ball. My old buddy Jamie. Jamie working the field. Good to see Jamie down there. Jamie, if you watch this back, good to see you on TV, my friend. All right, we're going to kick this one off. Will they fake it? They've already tried one fake. Will they go for a second? Nope, they're going to kick this one off. So the Elks going to bounce this one up. It's going to bounce to the 1-yard line. Here comes Edmonton cutting back towards the middle. It's blown down. They're going to say he stepped out of bounds at the 5.
Once again inside the 10.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Welcome in if you're just tuning in. What a conclusion we're set for. Make sure you hit that thumbs up as you're coming in and hit that subscribe. We are 2 subscribers away from hitting 23,700. We'd love for you to be a part of our community. And that's a great call by the official. Step out was right there. Brittany, how's it going? Welcome in. Let's go. Elks with the ball. Possession all the way back on their own 5-yard line. 1:20 to march this field. We thought it would be last possession is going to win this game. Here's a long pass coming up. That's going to be incomplete. Can the Argos get a stop? Bethel Thompson, 11 career game-winning drives, looking to make it number 12. 2nd and 10 from their own 5. Ed's calling the pick 6. Wouldn't that be something, Ed, to finish this one? That would be a finish. Thompson's going to receive the ball right on the goal line, stepping back. He's going to go deep again across the middle. Argos! Oh, it was in and out of the hands. Argos had the interception. Sopik brought it in. He had it, but he couldn't hold it. It bounced in and out. So the Elks, 2 and out. They're going to have to punt this one away. They're going to be punting it from their own end zone. Nowhere to go. He just overthrows it. And the Argos with a chance for an interception, but they just couldn't wheel it in. Gotta send him some receiver gloves. Gotta let him make the catch. Sopik, so close. So they're gonna kick this one out. Argos are back at midfield to receive. This is gonna be an awesome conclusion to an awesome game. Here's the kick. It's a great kick. Forcing the Argos back to their own 47, now across the 50, 55, down to the Elks 50 to the 45-yard line. So the Argos, with 58 seconds left, have phenomenal field position. Lots of time on this clock. Holy moly, I can't believe we would have a couple of turnovers. Dukes, he's got 2 career game-winning drives. The young star just getting his career going. He's 18 for 21 now at 214 yards. Kadeem Carey, he's up to 89 rushing yards through 16 carries in game 1. He went 20 carries for over 100. This is getting special. The Edmonton 45. Argo's going to hand this one over. Carey's going to run again over the line of scrimmage, over the 40. He's going to go to the 33. Great run for Carey. That's going to put him his 17th carry, over 104 rushing yards. Great run by Kadeem Carey. Kadeem has been a firecracker, just hammering this ball across the field.
Big run there for Kadeem Carey.
Oh my goodness. 104 yards. His longest was 15. He only has 1 rushing TD today. Down to the Edmonton 30. So they are within field goal range. Here's the snap. They're going to fake the hand. No, they actually handed it off. He got me again. But this time they don't go anywhere. Just back to the line of scrimmage. Second down from the 27. Or second down with 27 seconds remaining. Timeout called by Edmonton.
Still some time here, 27 seconds, and a 2nd and 10 coming up.
Wow. 2nd and 10, 27 seconds to go. This has been a great game. Again, welcome in. Thanks for being here if you're just coming in. Argos with the ball. 27 seconds left, 4th quarter. We're all tied up. Let's see what the Argos can do. By the way, if you're just coming in, hit that like, hit that subscribe, help us out. We're 2 subs away. Let's see what the Argos can do. 2nd and 10. Here's the snap. They're going to hand it off again, and they just get back to the line of scrimmage. Nowhere to go. So the Argos going to go for the field goal here.
Well, like last week between Saskatchewan and Hamilton,
Liram, I can never pronounce his name correctly. Hilamajaru is going to come in, and he's going to go for the field goal. It's all going to come down to this. 20 seconds to go, so they're going to run this clock all the way down. There's 15 seconds on the clock, so the countdown clock. This will be the last play of the game. 37-yard field goal attempt. This to win the game. There's a snap. The kick is up. Right down the middle. It is good. As time expires, the Toronto Argonauts are going to win with a field goal at the end. The Argos put this one through. And there it is. Thank you so much. 7:01. Thank you all. Wow. As the Argos pull out the win, we hit the 700. What a game. The Argos win 39-36. Of course, our score clock is super slow, so it'll update in about 5 minutes. But what a job. The Argos coming through. Another big Argos win. This was awesome. What a win for Dukes. Dukes, he goes 18 for 21. 214 yards, throwing for 2 TDs. Rushing, Carey, 19 carries, 104 yards, and a rushing TD. McMahon, 4 carries, 50 yards, and a TD. Dukes, 4 carries for 17 yards and a TD. Adjuboy, 2 carries for 15 yards. Receiving, Coxey, 3 receptions for 58 yards and a TD. Polk, 3 for 28 yards. Sindani, 2 for 23 yards. Bailey, 1 for 21 yards and a TD. Brissett, 2 for 20. Carey, 3 for 17. Neld, 1 for 17. Grant, 1 for 14. McMahon, 1 for 10. The Argos using everybody, and Adubabi, 1 for 6. For the Elks, Bethel Thompson goes 28 for 38. 342 yards. 4 TDs. Rushing, Brown, 7 for 27. Leak, 1 for 6. Prukop, 2 for 2 and a TD. Receiving, Mitchell, 5 for 120 yards and a TD. Malaya, who was awesome, 5 receptions, 72 yards and a TD. Grittens Jr., 6 for 52 and a TD. Lewis, 3 for 32 and a TD. Brown, 3 for 27, and Leak, 4 for 26. It was an absolutely incredible game. A couple of sacks. Brown on the Elks with a sack. Curtis with 2 sacks. That was huge for the Argos. It was Serzina. He picks up a big sack-a-lack. It was awesome. But at the end, it was Hilalarju. I can never say his name. Harula. Forget it. He kicks the field goal. He wins the game. It was awesome. Argos move the chains to 2-0. So the Argos 2-0 in a big victory here in week 3. The Elks, what a great effort. Bethel Thompson leading this team. They were so close. They were really going shot for shot all game long, but this was awesome. I want to thank our moderators. Thank you, moderators, doing a great job as always. We appreciate you so very much. To our gifters tonight, Richard and Jordan's Disney Adventures, thank you both for everything. To all of our channel members, thank you for supporting our channel through a membership, as well as our Patreon supporters. Thank you for everything you do. And of course, to our amazing main primary partner channel, the Florida Park Explorers. Make sure you check them out. They are awesome. They are bringing the Florida magic to their shows every single day. Plus, their concierge service can get you theme park treats, theme park merch, anything you want. They will hook you up. Check them out, the Florida Park Explorers. Thank you, everyone who came in and visited us for the first time. I hope you enjoyed our CFL coverage. We will see you on Monday night, Game 7, the Stanley Cup Finals. There is no tomorrow after Monday. Somebody is taking home the Stanley Cup. It's going to be a lot of fun. We look forward to seeing you then. Thank you. We'll see you all real soon. Have a great rest of your weekend. Carolyn, we'll talk to you soon. Everybody, take care and all the best. And let's go Argos. Good night, everybody.